worst. It's just trend-mongering.
The interview on the Tucker Carlson Network. A rare weather event in Evansville, Wisconsin. It was the first time ever a tornado touched down there in February. Twister whipped through with strong winds, lightning, and hail. There's damage to trees, roofs, and power lines, but no deaths or injuries reported. Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson has scored his second.
Good morning. What's up, Warrior Defenders? Good morning to you.
He can't have everything.
Just to get this award, to be here for the award.
We'll get started here in just a few moments.
It's all good, you know.
He got 49 out of 50 first place votes. One went to Bills quarterback Josh Allen.
WQEE 99.1 FM, The Key.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Franklin, LaGrange.
With SRN News, I'm Tasha Stevens. GOP presidential candidate Donald Trump seems pleased with arguments made at the Supreme Court on his ballot eligibility. Correspondent RyanShelander reports.
Former President Donald Trump told reporters in Palm Beach that he better be on the ballot since he says he's leading in the polls in the race for president.
Can you take the person that's leading everywhere and say, hey, we're not going to let you run? You know, I think that's pretty tough to do, but I'm leaving it up to the Supreme Court.
Where his lawyers trying to convince the court that he belongs on the ballot.
I thought the presentation today was a very good one. I think it was well received. I hope it was well received.
The case was brought by a group of Republican and independent voters and the state of Colorado. I'm RyanShelander.
The lead plaintiff is a 91-year-old Nikki Haley supporter. Also at SRNnews.com.
We're getting started. Thanks for liking and sharing.
Handling of classified documents were released on Thursday. In the 400-page report, Special Counsel Robert Hur wrote that Biden's memory was significantly limited, also raising questions as to if he remembered the timing of his own son's death. Thursday's report also said that the president willfully retained and disclosed classified military and national security documents, but will not face charges. Former President Trump says the lack of charges in Biden's special counsel report is selective prosecution. In a statement, Mr. Trump wrote, "This has now proven to be a two-tiered system of justice and unconstitutional selective prosecution, saying Biden's case is different and more severe than his own." Five Marines who've been missing in California have been found dead. A search began with a helicopter after...
Oh, thank you guys for being able to stay with us.
Wednesday morning. This is SRN News. A Christian activist and his wife have written a children's book designed to counter the transgender message. Ryan Baumberger says they titled it, He is He.
It celebrates boyhood, it celebrates manhood, it celebrates men who are masculine in a culture that constantly talks about masculinity as toxic, and we just present an honest narrative of men who lovingly provide and protect, especially fathers.
And it's got something for mamas and daddies too.
After all the adorable rhyme and the illustrations, we have the section that says, what does the Bible say? And it just reminds Christians, okay, here are reference points. And then the next page says, what does science say? Because science is constantly reaffirming Scripture.
Last year, Baumberger and his wife Bethany released She is She, which does the same thing for girls. He says with public schools pushing transgenderism on small kids, it's important that Christian parents address that issue.
I don't know anything about that. Bring kids in.
There's concern about a proposed mining operation. SRN's John Scott has more on the story.
The company's plan in southeast Utah to extract lithium is drawing concern on how the project would affect water from the Colorado River. An Australian company and its U.S. subsidiaries are analyzing saline waters deep underground. Ensign Resources' plan has sparked concerns about the lithium project's potential water use, especially as the company also seeks rights to water from the Green River, a tributary of the Colorado River.
We got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Of the American West, upon which 40 million people rely. John Scott.
Holly Reese will be with us this morning, guys.
Deploy Louisiana National Guard members to
All right,
US
let's see here.
border
Got
in
all that.
Texas. He announced the plan Thursday at a news conference at the Louisiana Capitol. He joins a growing list of Republican governors who have offered
Continue
statements
moving
to
forward.
the border. More details at SRNnews.com.
I'm pretty handy around the house, but now that I have kids, I don't want to spend my Saturday installing a toilet or fixing an air conditioner, But thankfully, there's Home Advisor. Home Advisor helps me find the best home pros in my area to handle any kind of project. You can read reviews of the pros, check their availability, even book appointments online. And what my wife loves most is that Home Advisor is completely free to use.
Go to homeadvisor.com or download the free app to get started.
Buying some pretzel sticks?
Excuse me?
This is your wake-up call from TracFone Wireless.
Okay.
What if you didn't eat all those pretzel sticks by the end of the month, so this store took them back?
Good luck.
That's how some wireless companies are with your data, but TracFone Wireless gives you unlimited carryover data with active service, so you keep what you pay for. Plans start at $20 a month.
Wow, that's cool.
Sir, are you bothering the customers?
Hang on. This is your wake-up call, people. TracFone Wireless. Now you're in control. See terms and conditions at TracFone.com.
Where can you be a star athlete and a math superstar? Where can you prepare for graduate school or your dream job and make friends for the journey? Where can you challenge your mind?
I'm going to get ready.
Inspire your soul. Experience a transforming education at LaGrange College, one of the South's most affordable, highly ranked institutions. Learn more at lagrange.edu.
Hey there, folks. Looking for a top expert in medical health.
What's up, Pete? How you doing, my brother? Just getting started.
Your trusted agent for finding the perfect plan to future with. She works with multiple companies, ensuring the best option just for you. Don't miss out on the chance to make the right choice for your financial future. 706-525-5931.
Make sure we are all plugged. Yep.
CP Financial, your top local sale agent.
LaGrange Georgia Sweetland on Ice, November 17th through February 11th. Adults, kids, and group rates available. It's free just to hang out, hear the fire pit, drinks, monthly movies, food truck Friday nights beginning in December, weather updates and hour
Here we go.
Facebook and Sweetland on Ice.
Everybody's going to start coming on shortly.
Sweetland on Ice to book a party or learn more about seasonal passes. Contact Lizzie at sweetlandamp.com. Lizzie at
Sweetlandamp.com.
Arnold here from Coweta Force. Coweta Force is Noonan's own addiction recovery support center. We exist to provide recovery support services for individuals and family members who have been impacted by addiction. Our services are no cost, and all of our information is available on our website at www.cowetaforce.org or follow us on Facebook.
Wishbone Fried Chicken is back in a brand new location. 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Noonan. Same great taste, the best chicken around. Fish dinners, open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's Wishbone Fried Chicken, right next door to their former location, bringing you the best chicken around. So,
everybody is out in Vegas this week, including the World Wrestling Entertainment. That's right.
Music to the lyrics speak to you on a deeper level. I'm Bruce Thornton. Join me and Donna Wood every Friday morning at 10:30 a.m. on WQEE 99.1 FM, the key for our show, Lyrical Wisdom. Every week we will dive into the lyrics of songs and uncover hidden messages that we hope will leave you feeling inspired and enlightened. We know that our ideas may not always line up with yours, so this show will be an open discussion. Email us with ideas for songs at lyricalwisdomshow@gmail.com. That's lyricalwisdomshow@gmail.com. Let's share some wisdom together.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rod Peterson here, host of The Rod Peterson Show, inviting you to join us daily for 2 hours of Atlanta's funnest sports talk right here on WQEE. I say fun because it is. You've never heard a show like it because we make the listeners a part of the show every day between noon and 2 p.m. Eastern. You'll hear plenty of the best sports talk, including the latest on the Falcons, the Braves, and more. And who knows, you might even hear you.
Ready for a big football weekend? Yeah, so is the World Wrestling Entertainment. So is Las Vegas wanting that. We're going to tell you about a wedding chapel that is offering a free wedding to Taylor and Travis. And today I'm looking at the Chiefs. I looked yesterday at the 49ers, Brock Purdy. I'm looking at the Chiefs today. So, and we got a lot of other things to talk about, including Warrior defenders in the last period. Go 49ers. You got that right.
the views and opinions of this show and program are not the views.
It's clientele. Yeah, we're still going and we're kicking it on off. It is the Friday edition, Good Friday edition of your favorite radio show. We're in lockdown. You're in lockdown. And coming to the YouTube page as well and everywhere. We're going to kick it off here shortly and tell you everything that's going on, from what's going on with the White House working with pro sports teams. And The Rock turns heel. Smell what The Rock is cooking? He's a heel again. Who am I? I'm RyanORadio Penitentiary host, the one, the only Ryan Neal. And of course, yes, I am the game. 50,000 plus of you worldwide on that shoutcast. Shout it loud across our RyanORadio media page. Earth, Rock, Radio, New Mexico, Arizona, and the Navajo Nation. We're across the British Columbia Isles of Canada. And finally, the Jordan Communication and Family radio stations, East Alabama, West Georgia, including right here at 99.1 FM, WQEE the Key, home of news, Southern sports, and inspirational talk. That's right. We got all kind of programming that brings you all kind of great things that you can learn. Educational, fun, and more. Straight edge, independent skeptic on your radio dial. It's the Friday edition. It's the Super Bowl Friday edition of your show. We're going to talk more Super Bowl, more action, and more. But first, to my haters, whether they like it or not, I am the man around here. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to you. The Straight Edge Independent Skeptic is on the air, ready to rock and roll. We've got 3 hours of nonstop fun. Coming up in the final period, we're going to have, of course, Holly Reese from Warrior Defenders will be with us this morning. And, of course, not only that, we're going to talk about the big game on Sunday between the 49ers and the Chiefs. That's right. Yesterday, we took an in-depth look at Brock Purdy, behind the quarterback behind the success so far of the 49ers this season. And today, we're going to look at the success of the Chiefs this season. Yes, it's always Patrick Mahomes. And, of course, seems like his wife wants to jump in on getting a little bit of remember me, because since Travis Kelce started dating Taylor Swift, everything's been overwhelmed about the Kansas City Swifties. We'll talk about the love story there. And, man, a Las Vegas wedding chapel is offering a free wedding to Travis and Taylor. Well, they should do that for people with no money. But if they say the I do's there, if they say I do, if Taylor Swift says I do to Travis Kelce, they'll marry him. We'll talk about that Las Vegas chapel. And speaking of Las Vegas, if you smell what The Rock is cooking, The Rock made his debut there last night. It was WrestleMania kickoff last night in Las Vegas, as Becky Lynch is going to get her shot at Rhea Ripley. I don't know who the heck Seth Rollins is taking on. Cody Rhodes got into it with the Rock and Roman's family. Paul Heyman was there. It was going to be Rock and Roman, and the fans just didn't like Rock getting that spot. And at the end of the night, Triple H is backstage. Somehow it got heated out there and everything. And Rock said, you better do something to him. I'm going to do something to him. You better do something to him. I'm going to do something to him. Talking about Cody. And yeah, you're lucky you're retired. Triple H says, son, you lucky you retired. Don't ever mess with a Motorhead fan. That's all I'm going to say, Rock. I like your Rock, but don't mess with a Motorhead fan. Come on. Good thing Triple H is retired, because he do what he did to you years ago. He'd take that sledgehammer and make you bloody, buddy. It was a good night, though. It was a good night. Hosted by Pat McAfee, who's already in Vegas for the Super Bowl. Michael Cole, along with a couple of other fantastic people joining them there in the WWE. CM Punk was with them as well. Punk is injured, so he can't wrestle. So I wonder what Punk had to say all about this, too. Oh, man, this was a big night there. So it seems like everybody was getting into it. It was a good night for WrestleMania. And it's Super Bowl weekend. We'll talk more about that. Also, ladies and gentlemen, the White House. Guess what? The White House is working with all the pro sports teams out there to help promote good health among the youth, good food and good health and everything. So we'll talk more about that. I got a Valentine's Day. Valentine's is around the corner. I got another Valentine's Day special for you. For those who want to remind their exes what they think of them. That's right. I got a special Valentine's for you. We're going to talk about. You can take some of those old love letters of that ex and turn them into toilet paper, and then wipe your what with it. So Israel at war this morning. We'll get you more details on that. Biden is denouncing what happened. He is not being charged. We'll talk about a few things that will give you some more news, weather, and get you straight up, ladies and gentlemen, ready for the weekend. Border Patrol. I was asked about this from one of our listeners. I'm going to keep you abreast of what's going on there as well. And former WWE and current AEW star Maria speaks out on social media about what's going on with Vince McMahon. We'll get into all these details this morning, and that's all coming up for you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll end probably the next hour with that. But let's go ahead and kick it off. 18 minutes past the hour. We are at 44 degrees in the metro Atlanta area. Beautiful, beautiful sunny skies for today. But right now we're in the kind of dark skies because it's not quite there yet. It's the 9th day of February, and we're going to dive into our daily devotion sponsored by Noonan City Church, 17 First Avenue here in the metro Atlanta area of Noonan. I call that my home church. Every Sunday morning, 8 a.m. services, 9 a.m. and 10:30 outside, 6:30 p.m. for those hip, cool kids in the evening. So that's all that's out there for you as well. Noonan City Church. Wow. Sorry about that. And transforming lives for Jesus' sake. Transforming lives for Jesus' sake. All right, Pastor Ellison invites you out every Sunday morning. All right, today's daily devotion coming from Jesus Listens, Sarah Young's daily devotional, and she is bringing together Psalms 96, 6 through 7, and Philippians 4:19. She says, "Sovereign Lord, there, you are my strength, you are my love. You know all my weaknesses. You understand the strength that I have to handle these challenges I face every single day. Even though it feels uncomfortable to be so weak, I've learned that this is the place to be of blessing. My awareness, my need, my remains with you." That's right. Clenching your promise that you will supply my every need according to your riches and glory. Amen on that. When my energy is running real low, it's vital for me to connect with you. My strength, sometimes you provide abundance and much more. And other times, you're strengthening me only bit by bit by bit by bit. You whisper to me, "I love you." To keep hearing these whispers, I need to trust in you, Sovereign Lord, as you get me through this difficult life, this journey. I don't know what's going on with my voice this morning, but I'm trying to get through this. It's difficult for me and full of blessings. Help me trust in you more and more and more. That's your daily devotion, ladies and gentlemen, sponsored by Noonan City Church, 17 First Avenue here in the metro Atlanta area in Noonan, transforming lives for Jesus' sake. All right, let's get into some of the headlines this morning. President Joe Biden on Thursday denounced claims in a report that called into question his thought process and recalling of past events that seemed to criticize his mental activities, which I know some people out there have been saying this about him. He is 80 years old, so I don't want him to get mad, but I do think, I'm not putting anybody down, but he is 80 years old and he's starting to miss a few beats here and there. But so is the other guy that's running against him. So the report also says that Biden had trouble remembering when his son Beau died. How in the hell dare he raise that? My memory's fine. Early on Thursday, Special Counsel Robert Hur has released a report that was talking about a year-long investigation of the president's handling of classified documents, which he is not being charged for, by the way. The special counsel chose not to prosecute Biden as the evidence does not establish Mr. Biden's guilt beyond the reasonable doubt there. So I know there's some of the people that get really hardcore about this and, oh, I like this and I hate that. Come on, guys. It's time for us to get over this. We got two elder statesmen that possibly are going to be the ones running for president. We already know both of them's minds are, I'm not calling anybody crazy, but as you get older, I start forgetting things, okay? I'm not going to put either one of these men down for that. There may be other things we can say about them, but I'm not going to do that because I'm getting old. You're getting old out there. I mean, it's the way life is. And that's why I think Nikki Haley said that it'd be good for her to win certain nominations so that she could be in the White House because she's a little bit younger than them. Well, actually, she's a lot younger than them. But I'm not going to get into the discussion. Oh, I like so-and-so because I want free gas. Or, oh, I don't like so-and-so because he's a crook. Oh, no, he's a crook. Oh, they're all politicians. They all got a little crookedness in them. I mean, but I'm not going to get into all of that. I'm just, I'm just going to say, yeah, these people are elderly. And of course, he's going to defend himself and be mad. I would be too. I don't want somebody saying something. Hey, as we men get older, we don't want to be like, hey, I can't do it all night like I used to when I was 20 years old. And your wife be like, no, you can't. But you be like, no, I'm manly. You know how it is? It's a man thing. Of course, he's going to be like that. Okay, let's go ahead and use it as a sensible, intelligent human being and put ourselves in positions like that. Like somebody or not, I know there's going to be plenty of people out there going, I don't really can. Me. Whatever. Cry a river, man. It's time to get over all this stuff. And in my personal opinion, it's time to stop crying and making up things just to make yourself feel good about whatever. I mean, Biden's not on a list, so that's all we're going to say. But he is too old to be in this position. I'm not putting him down. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying it. And of course, they're not going to charge him because there's not enough evidence. That is the reality of it is. Let's leave it at that. Let's don't get into conspiracy nut theories. Let's don't get into conspiracy lies and try to make out the world is coming to an end because of this. We've got two elder statesmen running for president. Do we really need that person in office? I mean, look at King Charles III. He's sitting aside as his son is taking over all of his daily duties. And we're talking about Prince William right now and everything. So it's just one of those things. All right. In other news this morning, because I'm not getting into a big discussion over this. In other news this morning, AI flight bound for Tel Aviv makes an emergency landing after passengers turned violent. 5 missing Marines confirmed dead in California. Chinese ownership of the U.S. farmland locations raised some concerns, ladies and gentlemen. And some other news this morning, we're going to talk about the Border Patrol a little bit more later on. Major sports leagues such as the NFL, NHL, Major League Baseball, NBA, and WNBA are coming together to work together with the White House announcing these major sports leagues are some of the top leagues supporting a brand new nationwide effort for healthy food and healthy habits for the youth. This network will work together to expand access to physical education activities, including nutritious programs, and promote overall public health. We need that. Come on, we need that. It's the White House's challenge to end hunger and build a healthier communities. I think that's a great idea that we're building healthier communities. I mean, we fuss a little bit about our Big Macs being way too much, or our quarter pounders being way too much, but you don't really need one every night, do you? All right. We need to have food. If we're going to fuss about reasonably priced food, it needs to be good food, veggies, good stuff that you need. I know when we were kids, well, I don't eat my veggies. Don't worry, you can still have your candy bars. You can still sneak in your little cake or little Debbie's or whatever you like. That's, if you balance your meals out, you can have a little of everything. You don't eat too much of one thing and too little of other things, man. I will eat some veggie stuff every once in a while. I add veggie to the regular stuff. I like to add the veggie crumbles to my chili. I was talking about that the other day, and Coach Lewis was like, "No, don't say that, man. I want real meat." But honestly, I'm just saying, I do that with spaghetti. But then you got the meats, and you got this. There's a way to do it, and I'm glad that these organizations are coming together to bring opportunities for the youth to get healthier, because honestly, in this day and time, with social media being more relevant than anything in our lives, more people spend time watching. Now, I know some kids love running outside. So anytime there's kids, if you got kids or grandkids that are wanting to run outside and play every 5 minutes, be happy. Be happy about that. Because in 2024, most kids want to sit on their computers and go. So But this is a way to promote healthiness, get them out there, get them activity, doing basketball, young ladies doing basketball, football, baseball, hockey, all that good stuff. I mean, youth hockey, youth baseball, youth everything. We got a youth hockey league in LaGrange, Georgia. This is just about 20 minutes or less from where we're at here in Noonan or something like that. Determines how fast you drive. I'm not going to say anything because State Troop be like, wait a minute. Tell us, Ryan, who, bro? Bro, let me know. And Hogansville police used to sit out there sometimes, so does Grantville. They're like, Ryan, well, wait. We tell you things in the morning. Who do you know is running down here fast, brother? Anyway, but this is an excellent opportunity in my thoughts, and we got a youth, like I said, hockey team. Youth everywhere. Join your local recreation departments on the weekends, during the summer, things like that. Just kind of keep it going. And these healthy programs are good. I mean, we always had presidents do this over the years, but this getting involved with activities such as organizations such as sports teams, that kind of gives the kids a little bit something to look up to. And I dig that. I dig that, man. I dig that. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, let's see. Got a couple other things coming up for you. 29 minutes past the hour. We'll get into what's going on in Israel. But first, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to go ahead and tell you, it was a mess at last night's WWE WrestleMania kickoff event in Las Vegas, Nevada. Everybody's in Las Vegas this week. Everybody and their brothers in Las Vegas, including our good friend Rod Peterson, live from out there with the Rod Peterson Show. Rod, your man Rock turned heel last night. I just want to let you know that. And he thought he was going to go up against my man Triple H. Come on now. Anyway, Rod is there live from 12 to 2 today. Again, great guest, in and out. He had a ton of great guests yesterday. It's so great that WQEE is being represented in Las Vegas, along with Game Plus Television as well, in Las Vegas during the Super Bowl 58 between the 49ers and the Chiefs. That's right. We're probably the only Atlanta station that's being represented in there. Think about it. Georgia, really kind of only Georgia station that's really got somebody boots on the grounds representing us. And it's because Rod is just a big star. He acts like, no, but Rod really is. He's a big star. Former CFL and announcer, former NHL announcer, got his own show and everything. Helps out former athletes and stuff. He's there you go. Rod's the man. So there you go. That's all I got to say. Rod is the man. Tune in today, 12 to 2 Eastern Standard Time on the network for the Rod Peterson Show, day 2 from Las Vegas at the Mandalay Bay. It's Rod Peterson Show. So we'll have that for you too. So I just want to say that. But yeah, we'll talk more about the Rock and stuff coming up. But first, let's take a look at your traffic in the Atlanta market, sponsored by our friends at Killingsworth Realty. All right, guys, you're fluctuating up and down. That's cool.
Answer questions and provide resources so that you can make the best decision for you and your family. 678-525-0047 to schedule a free consultation today to discuss your real estate.
Don't do it alone. The perfect home is right there in Atlanta and Metro Atlanta area. Killingsworth Realty. That's right. Amy and Todd can put you in that perfect home. I might have to talk to them about that. What's up, Luke? How you doing? Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. That's right. WQEE is being represented in Vegas, baby, during the Super Bowl this weekend, thanks to my brother, Rod Peterson. Just subscribe. Thank you, Luke. I appreciate that. Tell us where you're from, my friend. All right, let's take a look at your traffic this morning in the Atlanta, Metro Atlanta area. We're going to start at noon, an injury crash east Highway 34 going towards Sharpsburg. That should be clearing up in about 5 or 10 more minutes. Also, the Atlanta Highway and Handy Parkway, it crashed there of course, near Charles Hardy Parkway. Avoid this area. It's going to be clearing up The United Kingdom. That is so cool. That is so cool. Is it afternoon in your part of, or is it night? Because different areas have different things. So there you go. So good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night, wherever you're doing. DeKalb County injury crash I-285 exit 51 to 8:07 Eastern Standard Time this morning. No traffic issues on Bullsboro's Lower Fayetteville Road, and from the station it's picking up a little bit on Jackson Street heading towards 12:32 p.m. That's what I thought. It was afternoon. We have some listeners in South Wales, as well as parts of England, London actually tuning in this morning. So now we got another one with Luke. I appreciate you joining us, my brother, right there. And let's move forward. There you go. No traffic issues on the road going towards I-85 southbound, though. I-85 southbound. And Hogansville looking good, as well as Grantville. Good morning to David Clark and his crew over there in Grantville, the city council. Heading on down to LaGrange, Georgia. That's right, where the youth hockey team is. New Franklin Road picking up. Commerce Avenue looking good. No traffic issues in downtown. Heading down the Interstate 85 southbound. Take your right tour off of West Point, into West Point. They're still doing construction. Take a left, go towards the Love's gas station. The Hardee's is busy. That's all I got to say about that. If you see something I don't see, shoot us an email at 99classicrock@gmail.com. 99classicrock@gmail.com. Yeah, I still have an old one from originally, even though we turned news, talk, inspirational sports, and inspirational talk and sports here. Still got 99classicrock@gmail.com. Please, guys, please send us some stuff. If you got it, you can become WQEE Newshound or RyanORadio Penitentiary Newshound, because that's what the name of the show is, RyanORadio Penitentiary. You are in lockdown now, Luke. Thank you from hitting with us in London in the afternoon there. He's getting ready for his lunch. All right, we're going to take a break. Shoot us an email there and tell us what is going on. And we'll tell you like what's going on here, like this. Rainy and cloudy on our end is what Luke says. Woo-wee. We got some rain coming in our area. Rain always comes. All my listeners, no matter what part of the world or what part of the country they're viewing or listening to us, they always seem to have rain like me. So maybe we're just, connected that way, guys. Yeah, if you're tuning in for the first time, Luke, this is a fun Friday, but we usually do True Crime Thursdays. We do Weird Wednesdays, Twisted Tuesday with movie reviews, and Major News Mondays. But this is the fun Friday, and we're doing the Super Bowl shuffle today. All right, Thursday, February 8th was last night. All right, but they got Valentine specials for February events at Leaf and Bean. Make sure you take care of that. Back in a moment, we're going to take a look at your your weather. Sponsored by Active Pest Control, 34 Jefferson Street in Noonan. That's going to come up during this break, so stay with us. Coming up after the break, we're going to give you some Israel at war news. Thank you. I appreciate that, Luke. I appreciate that. Back in a moment. And just to let you guys know, I think we're going to have Elizabeth Sarles with us again next week. She's back on the show. She took the month of January off to take care of family. And she should be back this month. That's right, next week. More true crime. And I think a lot of her supporters in the homicide victims were like, hey, when you going back on the radio? When you going to be on that radio show? I appreciate that, guys. Back in a moment. We got a lot of people listening worldwide. We're going to try to do the best we can to entertain you, get you news, weather, traffic, and everything. Because it's the RyanORadio Penitentiary. You're in lockdown. Stay right there. We're going to put you in the penalty box for safekeeping. Back momentarily.
Time for your Friday edition of your active weather forecast, brought to you by Active Pest Control, 34 Jefferson Street in Noonan.
All right, let's see.
Skies with a high near 67 today, light and variable winds. Tonight, cloudy, low near 55, winds light and variable. Going into your Saturday, it's cloudy early, showers by the afternoon, high near 60.
I can get rid of this. There we go.
With south-southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. A 60% chance of showers takes you to Saturday night with a low near 60 and south winds around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Super Bowl Sunday, rain likely with a high near 67. South-southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. 80% chance of showers Rainfall around a half inch. Showers continue for Sunday night and thunder showers likely. It's a 100% chance of rain. South winds around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Thunder showers on Monday with a high near 62 and a low near 37. That's your active weather forecast. Sponsored by Active Pest Control. 34 Jefferson Street here.
Keep going up, and thanks for subscribing for those that are doing it. And if you know anybody, send it out. Have them like, subscribe, and share this radio station page. We're Real Radio and everything. We're being represented in Vegas, and I think we're the only radio station getting that representation out there.
Insects are all around you 24/7. Active Pest Control wants to be the first line of defense. Active Pest Control. Repair, buy, best termite coverage around. Active Pest Control. 34 Jefferson Street, Newton. 770-954-9941.
You're walking, shopping, or on your favorite trail. You get that feeling somebody's coming up on you. What do you do to be prepared in today's world? Hi, I'm Holly Reese. I'm the founder of Warrior Defenders. As a certified tactical self-defense instructor, I'm specializing in women's self-defense. All women of all ages have the ability to learn how to defend themselves effectively.
Warrior Defenders coming up this morning, a little later on in the final period.
Survival skills. You can be your own.
Holly Reese joins us.
Classes, private seminars,
Like, subscribe,
available.
and like as much as you can.
Learn today to have a safer tomorrow. WarriorDefenders.com.
Hey there, folks. Looking for a top expert in medical, health, and life insurance? Look
We do. WQEE has a handle, WQEE. And then I have one, RyanORadio, Ryan Drummer or something like that. I have to go back and look at my page. Right now I'm on my phone doing this, so I don't want to come off and interrupt it since it's actually been pretty good this morning. What's up? What's going on here? Real Radio, brother. Real Radio in Atlanta. Being represented in Vegas. Yeah, you're Saved by the Bell. Welcome back into the RyanORadio Penitentiary. Come on out of that penalty box. News, what's going on, some interviews and more. Still to come this morning, we're going to do previews of the Super Bowl. Of course, yesterday we talked about Brock Purdy, his faith, his family, and his journey to the NFL as he's leading the 49ers, which I'm picking this Sunday to take out Kansas City Chiefs. Well, we all know about Patrick Mahomes, 2 championship rings there so far. He wants another one. He's going to be a GOAT. Could he be? Yeah, like Tom Brady one day. But the big story of this year's Kansas City Chiefs, so many eyes were on them because of Travis and Taylor. And speaking of that, we'll talk about a Las Vegas wedding chapel wanting to give them a free wedding chapel if they say, I do. Oh, yeah, some of you are excited about that. Also this morning, The Rock turns heel. He's defending his family. It was at the WrestleMania kickoff show. I will definitely follow you, my brother, when we get off today. No problem. When you get a chance, give me a follow and we will have a conversation about sponsorship of your radio show. Sure, I will follow you as soon as the show is over. And my email is, if you want to take this down, I'm going to give this to you, Luke. You guys wait on, Luke. Let's talk about that. My email is 99classicrock@gmail.com. You can send me your information through there. 99classicrock@gmail.com. And everything. And then I will follow you as soon as the show is over today, which will be we do 3 hours live every morning, or every afternoon for you. I think it's your midday show from 12. It'll be from 12 to 3 p.m. your time. Which I like that time. So there you go. All right, let's see. Let's see what else we got going on. We'll talk about The Rock a little later on, but let's jump into this. Here's some headline news for you about what's going on with news. I like to, for those of you who don't know, I like to just give the news without getting too much into it and causing people to let's kill one another. I don't do that. I don't have the time to build it up like that. I try to give the news going about my business and give you some stuff that you want to hear and stuff that's interesting. All right, Israel War Day 126 today. Here's some things going on. Jordan's King Abdul is set to meet with President Biden next week. Israel chooses Eurovision's 2024 entertainer and calls for a boycott. The singer Ida Golin has been chosen to represent Israel at the Eurovision Song Contest. The 20-year-old singer was selected by the television network to kind of represent Israel. She's saying, "I don't want to miss a thing" by Aerosmith, and dedicated to the 130 Israel hostages still being held in Israel. She says she will not be okay until everyone is let go. She is asking for both sides. Also, a commander for the elite Hamas organization was ongoing into a year after the October 7th start of this conflict, was interrupted by Shan Bet, who's urging commanders to surrender to Israel. All right. Also, ladies and gentlemen, 4 rockets from Libya landed in open areas in the northern border with no injuries this morning reported. And in Jerusalem, Secretary of State from U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken said he's got a lot of work's got to be done so they can reach out for hostages and everything and get them hostages and prisoner exchange. An Israel airliner made an emergency landing due to a violent passenger yesterday. Security guards aboard this plane apprehended a passenger who had tried to break into the cockpit of the plane when it first reported. The incident forced the plane to land in Greece. Sky marshals described the man as a little erratic. Of course, I'm not going to give any kind of details of who he was or whatever. You know, it's kind of, you have a great weekend too, my friend. I appreciate that. He was escorted off the plane and after they coordinated with Greek authorities. El takes everything seriously and takes all measures according to the process and the law of the land to bring the enforcement of authorities into this situation. We show zero tolerance for violence and will continue to take care of the safety and security of our passengers, they said. Thank you. I appreciate that work. Keep up the good work. I appreciate that, Luke, there in England, right? London, right? Let's see. Yeah, UK. That's right. In the UK. Keep up the good work in the UK. Thank you from the UK. Wow. The aircraft continued to plan journey all the way to Tel Aviv after a situation was resolved, and they went ahead and did it. The Boeing 737-800, which was on its way from Rome to Israel, successfully made an emergency landing in Cyprus. So we'll keep you abreast of all that stuff that's going on. That is your headline news of what's going on worldwide. No additional details on the King Charles III. We told you about his situation with cancer. According to the British Prime Minister, they've known about it. They caught it early. So hopefully they can, I know some of you like him, some of you don't like him, but I don't wish any kind of, how you would say, death or any kind, especially cancer on someone, anything as evil as cancer on anyone. So, and of course I'm down the middle, so I don't have an opinion about it. You guys that live there, you have an opinion, whatever. The people that are under the monarchy, Australia, different parts of the world, you your thoughts and processes there because you know more about it than I do. But I don't wish any kind of death or cancer, the evil cancer on anyone. So they caught it early enough. It's not stomach cancer like the late great singer Toby Keith has passed away over this week. For some of you that like that type of music there. All right, we're going to talk about it. We're going to take a break. 15 minutes away from the top of the hour. We are currently holding at 44 degrees here in the metro Atlanta area. Top of temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control, 34 Jefferson Street in Noonan. We still got a lot in store for you on this edition. We're going to talk about The Rock next hour. Also, we're going to dive deeper into the love triangle of Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, and Swifties, and also the Chiefs are in there. We're going to give you what a year it was for her and him and how that made an establishment of a gigantic viewership for the Chiefs as headed into this Super Bowl Sunday as Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs take on Brock Purdy. We talked about him yesterday, and the 49ers. I'm picking the 49ers to win the Super Bowl on Sunday night. Plus, I guess it's a little football game in between some concerts. We'll tell you who all is going to be involved concert-wise and everything. Thank you. I appreciate that. Kaylin Murray? Did I say it? Kaylin? I hope I said your name right. I think I did. Did I say your name right? Kaylin? Oh, Kaylin. All right. Yes. How you doing, Kaylin? Thank you very much. Tell us where you're from. Back in a moment, ladies and gentlemen. It's the RyanORadio Penitentiary here in lockdown.
Chiefs face on Sunday at Allegiant Stadium for Super Bowl 58. The Chiefs are looking to become the first team since the 04 Patriots to capture back-to-back titles, while the Niners haven't won the big games since 1995. Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson was named the league's MVP. The Pro Football Hall of Fame revealed its class of 2024.
Australia. Oh, okay. From down under. All right. Well, in London, we know it's 12:30. We know it's 12:48 in the afternoon there. What time is it in Australia? Is it nighttime, afternoon, evening, morning? I know it's morning here where I'm at. I want to be able to say the right thing. I said good afternoon to our good friend Luke, who's on. So I just want to make sure it's good evening, good afternoon, whatever. 10:49. Is that PM? Okay. Well, good evening to you. Wow, pretty late there. I appreciate you being on with us.
31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newnan. Same great taste, the best chicken around. Fish dinner.
But it is Friday there, so right going into so
10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m.
you're probably good.
Fried chicken right next door to their former location, bringing you the best chicken around. So great. Wishbone Fried Chicken, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A.
Thank you very much. I will keep up the good work. Like and subscribe and share if you can. Love Australia and all the fantastic folks there.
Life, health, and commercial insurance. We're your one-stop shop for your insurance needs. www.insurewithellsworth.com 770.
Like, subscribe, and share if you don't mind.
We look forward to meeting you soon.
Kaylin.
This is Margie from Connecting Hearts Network. I'd like you to take just a moment and listen to Linda Kirkpatrick explain to you what Family Patterns Matters is all about.
Family Patterns Matter works with youth and their families to help overcome barriers that prevent their success. We meet twice a month with mentoring, tutoring, teaching life skills, resilience, gratitude, and kindness. We also bring music and art therapy. Please visit our website at www.familypatternsmatter.org.
I am Apostle Deborah Harris, Pastor Apostle of Kingdom Connected Ministries International at 121.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And make sure you share amongst all your friends and everything and get them to tune in.
Kingdom citizens, kingdom businesses.
And you can always go back and rewatch this whole show on YouTube. I got a download on Spreaker so you can see, listen to everything throughout the day when you get a chance. I appreciate it. I don't expect my people from Australia to stay up all night with me. I appreciate you guys, because you can go back and watch this anytime. Oh, Pantera music did. It's time for me to come back. What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. You're in lockdown. We're worldwide, 50,000 plus of you on the Shoutcast, the RyanORadio media page. We are across, of course, the British Columbia Isles of Canada and the Earth Rock Radio. Good morning to Earth Rock Radio, New Mexico, Arizona, and Navajo Nation. Sweetleaf, Sue, Bobby, Tim, and Rodney K all out there as well. Good morning to everybody listening to us worldwide in Australia, England, and all that good places over there across the United States and across the world, right here in Iran, Israel, all over our YouTube page. We appreciate that, guys. YouTube is worldwide with WQEE as well. We are Real Radio, 99.1 FM, WQEE, real news, real inspirational talk, and real Southern sports. That's right. There you go. Yes, good morning to you. What is that? Good morning, Kaylin's friend. Thank you for liking and subscribing and being a part of the show from down under, one of our favorite places in Australia. Australia's a cool place, guys. It is. Got to get there on vacation one year. I've been a lot of places, but I have not been to Australia. So got to get there one day. Archie. Okay, Archie, what's up, my brother? How you doing, Archie? We appreciate you being with us. All right, well, let's get back to it. This morning, we're going to talk about The Rock turning heel at the WrestleMania kickoff show in Las Vegas. We got a little Taylor Swift news for you. Taylor and Travis, a Las Vegas wedding chapel is offering them a free wedding if they say the I do's after the big game or maybe before the big game this weekend. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do my in-depth on the Chiefs. We did it on the 49ers yesterday, and Brock Purdy, his faith, his family, and his journey to the NFL that took him to lead the 49ers to the Super Bowl this year. And we're going to talk about what affected the Chiefs this year. Not only was it Patrick Mahomes, like it or not, for some of you haters out there, Taylor Swift brought a lot of eyes to the Kansas City Chiefs and the NFL this season. Like it or not. There's going to be some people who are going to throw the whole hissy fits. I know we got some old guys out there that are low, and the Generation X and everything's going to throw hissy fits and everything, but I don't care. I'm going to tell you something. I'm down the middle, and I don't care. I always believe if it can bring more eyes to something, I'm for it. So, heck, man, if I can interview Taylor Swift on my show and bring more eyes to my show, heck, I'd do that. And I'm a metal guy, so and a punk rock guy, so there you go. Anyway, we'll talk about that, plus The Rock and all that's coming up in the next hour. You can go ahead and ask that good question, Kaylin. But let's jump into another news story this morning. Valentine's is around the corner. As long as it's not a word that's going to get me in trouble with the FCC, I can say it. U-W-U-E? Is it because I'm in Atlanta? You want me to go? Anyway, Valentine's is around the corner, and some of you got that special someone, but also some of you just, X, I'm pissed at that X. I just hate that X. Well, we told you yesterday you could get your ex's name put on a car and smashed, but we got a new Valentine special for you. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. A toilet paper company, listen to this, is offering members of the public the chance to have their old love letters from their exes turned into bathroom tissue so you can wipe yourself. Ooh, 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 hoo. It sounds like ooh, hoo. Ooh, hoo. You trying to turn me into an owl? That's right, Pig Happy. That's fine. Let's get the radio guy to do that. Yes, Valentine's is fun, mate. It is, brother. It is. Anyway, this one's a good one because you can turn it into bathroom tissue for Valentine's if you got exes that you're mad at. Who Gives a Crap? That's right. That's the name of the company. Who Gives a Crap is the toilet paper company announcing Flush Your Ex program. The company is accepting love letters and donations from the United States, right there in Australia. You guys can do it too. And Britain. Letters can be sent and accepted all the way through February 9th. And you can go flushyourx.whogivesacrap.org. That's flushyourx.whogivesacrap.org. United States, Australia, and Britain can get involved in that. Flush your ex, guys. Turn your ex's love letters. Ladies, if you're pissed off of that ex, he made you mad, and you're done with him, or gentlemen, if you're done with her, and just turn it into toilet paper. And say, hey, could you send me a roll of that? Because I'm good, or six, could you send me 6 rolls of that? A 6-pack with all those love letters on it. Wiping your, tushy. So I can't really cuss too much. It's radio. Wiping your tushy, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. All right, I tell you what, stay with us. We've got more on the way. RyanORadio Penitentiary, hour number 2, period number 2 on the way. River Dragons hockey, we'll get ready for the weekend ahead. We're also going to talk a little football and wrestling after the top of the hour. If you smell what the Rock is cooking, well, I smell what he's cooking. Maybe he needs some love letter toilet paper. I don't know. We'll talk about that coming up in the next period. And so much more. So stay with us after this.
The year was 1946. That was the day the United Electrical Workers joined the national post-war strike wave. 200,000 UE members walked off the job at Westinghouse and General Motors Electrical Division. Across the country, reduction of hours and phony job
Sometimes who gives a crap toilet paper sometimes makes food jokes.
grievances piled up. All this led to the workers.
Do I want to talk her on the radio?
Many of these
Wouldn't mind, yeah.
for the first time. They had spent much of the war fighting piecework and divisions of labor.
We are part of a radio station that actually does what you just asked, Kaylin. We have programming that we offer to fantastic people to do their own programs and everything. We got a sports guy originally from Canada who lives in Florida. He's out in Vegas representing Game Plus Television and us. So we're out in Vegas this weekend. The only station in Georgia in the United States.
6 restaurants turned their establishments over to the strikers.
This is what radio is. This is what I've always done. And I like to hear the voices of the people. I like to give the real news. I'm right the opposite of everything you see on television. Everything, left, right, whatever. I don't judge nobody. I just give the news. I'm what you call a real Christian. They don't like that. This boy likes everybody. Yeah, but that's what I was told. That's what I was taught. I don't know about. Now I'm a human, so I'm imperfect. So I'll get mad every once in a while. But I sure do like you guys being on with us. I appreciate that. Make sure you guys like. Of course, you guys already liked. Make sure you like. If you already subscribed, send it out to your friends and get more of your friends to subscribe and listen.
Less, but people are happier with it. That sounds like something to look into, and that's MediShare. And you've heard switching to MediShare.
Oh, I'm Ryan O'Neal in the Atlanta area. Sorry about that. It's RyanORadio Penitentiary. You're in lockdown with Ryan O'Neal. Sorry about that, my friend. Thank you.
So, yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with,
you can go ahead and make this feed famous if you guys want to.
866-89-BIBLE. That's 866-89-BIBLE.
866-89-BIBLE.
WQEE 99.1.
Oh, no, I got to do this one. I know people will like this story I got to do.
With SRN News, I'm Tasha Stevens. GOP presidential candidate Donald Trump seems pleased with arguments made at the Supreme Court on his ballot eligibility. Correspondent RyanShelander reports.
Former President Donald Trump told reporters in Palm Beach that he better be on the ballot since he says he's leading in the polls in the race for president.
Can you take the person that's leading everywhere and say, hey, we're not going to let you run? I think that's pretty tough to do, but I'm leaving it up to the Supreme Court.
Where his lawyers tried to convince the court that he belongs on the ballot.
I thought the presentation today was a very good one. I think it was well received. I hope it was well received.
The case was brought by a group of Republican and independent voters at the state of Colorado. I'm RyanShelander.
The lead plaintiff is a 91-year-old Nikki Haley supporter. Also at SRNnews.com, the results of an investigation into Biden's mishandling of classified documents were released on Thursday. In the 400-page report, special counsel Robert
It's 11 o'clock. Yeah, I know you got to go. I appreciate that. You probably got to. It is
as to if he remembered the
8 a.m. Eastern time here. 8 a.m. Eastern time.
That the president willfully retained and
Morning here.
And national security documents.
You guys got about an hour before it's Saturday there.
Former President Trump says the lack of charges.
Thank you. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you. Already got support from Australia. Well, United Kingdom now, Australia. I got two big countries behind me. Besides the United States, but
Marines who have been missing in California have been found dead. A search began for the helicopter after it was reported overdue early Wednesday morning. This
peace. And you have a good day as well. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. For sure, guys. I do appreciate you. You can go back and you can tune into the show anytime. Bye, my friend.
Who are masculine in a culture that constantly talks about masculinity as toxic, and we just present an honest narrative of men who lovingly provide and protect, especially fathers.
And it's got something for mamas and daddies too.
Archie, you too.
The adorable rhyme and the illustrations, we have the section that says, what does the Bible say? And it just reminds Christians, okay, here are reference points. And then the next page says, what does science say? Because science is constantly reaffirming scripture.
Last year, Baumgartner and his wife Bethany released She Is She, which does the same thing for girls. He says with public schools pushing transgenderism on small, more details at srnnews.com.
Where can you be a star athlete and a math superstar? Where can you prepare for graduate school or your dream job? And make friends for the dream.
Got my coffee, so there you go. That shows you it's early.
Challenge your mind and inspire your soul. Experience a transforming education at LaGrange College, one of the South's most affordable, highly ranked institutions. Learn more at lagrange.edu.
Hey there, folks. Looking for a top expert in medical, health, and life insurance? Look no further than CP Financial. Meet Charmaine Preston, your trusted agent for finding the perfect plan to fit your budget. She works with multiple companies, ensure the best option just for you. Don't miss out on the chance to make the right choice for your financial future. 706-525-5931. Speak to Charmaine Preston, CP Financial, your top local sales agent.
Wishbone Fried Chicken is back in a brand new location. 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Noonan. Same great taste. The best chicken around. Fish dinners. Open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's Wishbone Fried Chicken right next door to their former location, bringing you the best chicken around. So great. Wishbone Fried Chicken, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Noonan.
Hank Arnold here from Coweta Force. Coweta Force is Noonan's own addiction recovery support center. We exist to provide recovery support services for individuals and family members who have been impacted by addiction. Our services are no cost, and all of our information is available on our website at www.cowetaforce.org or follow us on Facebook.
LaGrange, Georgia, Sweet Land on Ice, November 17th through February 11th. Adults.
Here we go.
Rates available. It's free just to hang out here in the fire pit. Drinks,
What's up?
movies, food truck.
Well, hello, Scarlett.
Weather updates and hour
subscribe, and follow the station. We're Real Radio, WQEE in Atlanta, Georgia. Where are you from, Miss Scarlett? Frankly, Scarlett. Good morning. Goes good, your name's Scarlett in Atlanta. There was an old movie. I don't know if you know that. You're a predator, Andrew? Australia, thank you. I appreciate that. Got a lot of Australian people coming on. I appreciate it. Good morning to you, Andrew.
Hey, sports fans. Weekdays, 3 p.m.
Yeah, I'm not on that list.
Drive time. WQEE brings countries and southern sports.
I'm not on that Epstein's list.
McGee and the armchair quarterbacks. That's Braves.
But we got a lot of people in America that are famous actors and stuff. And people still like, I'm still gonna support them. We got some people still. Where are you from, Andrew? Are you from Australia as well? Don't worry. Don't worry. You're going to have a good time. You're not going to offend getting on here, having a good time trolling. I want you to do that. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. You're going to be able to make jokes and have fun on this feed. Don't worry. We welcome you. What's up, Joy C? I did not get a chance to see that, unfortunately. I had some other things to do. But, I got to get on now. Good morning, Joy C. Thank you very much. Andrew's joined us as well as our good friends Scarlett and so many others from Australia with us. We got period number 2 underway. Let's kick it off. It's RyanORadio Penitentiary. I'm the host of the most, the one, the only Ryan O'Neal, and of course, I am that game. 50,000 plus of you worldwide on the Shoutcast, Shout It Out Loud. I'll answer your question, Joy, in a minute. You'll see. 50,000 plus of you worldwide on the Shoutcast, Shout It Out Loud. Across that RyanORadio media page. Earth, Rock Radio, New Mexico, Arizona, the Navajo Nation. We're across the British Columbia Isles of Canada. And finally, Atlanta's very own 99.1 FM, WQEE, The Key, home of news, southern sports, and inspirational talk. And you're inside the RyanORadio Penitentiary. Jesus Christ is the King, brother. There you go, Blue Benjamin. I appreciate that. You are inside the penitentiary. You're in lockdown. That's right. We got a lot in store for you. Stay with us. We're going to be jumping into some of the headlines. But first, to my haters, I am the man around here, whether they like it or not. I'm a straight edge, independent skeptic. Straight edge means no drugs, no alcohol, no nothing. That means I don't put the Roddy Piper glasses on and see lizard people in the corner. What you doing? What's up? There you go. There you go. Don't feel too bad, my friend. Don't feel too bad. Blue Benjamin, thank you, brother. Yes. And Andrew, don't feel too bad, my friend. You're here with us. And Mr. What? We appreciate you being there too. All right, welcome into it. It's RyanORadio Penitentiary, straight edge. Like I said, don't see anything. Independent. I'm down the middle. I take a look at the news, tell it like it is. Don't get into this too hardcoreness and trying to divide people. And skeptic, you're going to like this one, Blue Benjamin. The only thing I believe, everything has to be proven to me except for that Bible. It's already true. Am I going to sing? I'll sing a song for you so you can laugh and make fun. We got a lot of people on the YouTube there too. For listeners out there listening, we got some people all over the world and all over the country. And we always get that one person that wants to pick. So I love it. They're so fun, everything. And they want to try to, like, Andrew, you're not a troll, bro. It's fun. You just have a good time there. I don't get into that. Well, it's a local shirt here in the Metro Atlanta area. Freddie and I are on the way. See you soon, says Warrior Defenders. All right, well, I'll have to go down and unlock that door at the next break. Joy C, like I said, I keep it down the middle. I try to keep what's going on. But this hour, we're going to talk about a man playing World of Warcraft. We're going to talk about The Rock turning heel. It's our Super Bowl shuffle because the Super Bowl is Sunday here in America. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about that. Yesterday, we talked about Brock Purdy, his faith, his his relationship with his family and his way up to the NFL and leading the 49ers, who I'm picking this Sunday against the Chiefs. Today, we're going to talk about how the Chiefs season, even though if you smell what Patrick Mahomes is cooking, two-time champion Patrick Mahomes, I think his wife wants to get a little attention too, Brittany, because this season, Travis Kelce and superstar Taylor Swift made the Chiefs look, oh yeah. So we'll talk about them, and we're going to get into a Las Vegas chapel out there is going to offer a free. They are going to offer Travis and Taylor the opportunity to have a free ice wedding. Wow. And then a man scaled the Raiders Stadium where they're going to be playing as well. We'll get into all that. The Rock, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, everybody was, and Pat McAfee, of course, is there for his show. We're in Vegas for the WrestleMania kickoff. What a freak. I'm not Justin Bieber. He's all right, I guess. I'm not a big Justin Bieber fan, so I'm more of a metal guy, punk rock guy. Say your prayers, little one. Don't forget my son, to include everyone. It's it like you want to hear this from Axl Rose, baby. There you go. That's for you, Z. You know what? I don't call you trolls if you mess with me. I like it when you come on. I love people like it. All right. Anyway, 15 minutes past the hour. It's 45 degrees here in the metro Atlanta area of Noonan, Atlanta as well. Time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control, 34 Jefferson Street here in Noonan. And of course, we're going to get you a few headline news to kick it off. Where's my headline news music? There you go. It's right there. Here we go. Some other headline news that you can check out on the WQEE Facebook page. Woo-hoo! Michael Jackson. Woo-hoo! There you go. That's for you. The United States said it's opposed to the Israel's military offense in southern Gaza, in a small city there that doesn't make any kind of provisions to protect more than 1 million displaced citizens among the harm. Responding to an announcement by the Israel Prime Minister that the military has been instructed to prepare for a ground offense on what is called Hamas's last blast, the administration warns Thursday that such an operation without serious planning to safeguard its citizens could be a disaster. Check that out on our WQEE page. Other headline news: 5 missing Marines confirmed dead in California. The former President Trump optimistic after Supreme Court's ballot hearing. Justices are ruined on the eligibility. U.S. conducts a self-defense strike in Yemen. And Chinese ownership of United States farmland is raising some concerns. These stories and more coming up for you. You can check that out on the WQEE page. We'll give you some headlines and stuff like that. We won't get too much into too much stuff. I like to get into true. If you guys are tuning in for the first time, we do a True Crime Thursday every Thursday where we interview a true crime expert and we dive into true crime. Weird Wednesday, if you're into the weird, and I don't mean the freaky weird there, Z, but you might be into it. I don't know. And I'm not talking about freaky stuff. Unless freaky stuff to you, my friend, is ghosting UFOs. We do got some of that stuff as well, and horrifying history on Wednesdays. Also Tuesdays we do movie reviews and sports and a sports analyst and everything. And Fridays, it's just fun Fridays. We got a guest coming in though in the final period. Holly Reese from Warrior Defenders will be joining us. All right. This is one that I wanted to jump into that I know that some of you gamers out there are going to like. Yep. You don't ever hear about stuff like this if you're a gamer right now. What? Somebody's going to talk about game? Yeah, we talk about everything. I'm going to give you the border news here in just a few moments. Real news, not the stuff that you hear in the mainstream media. A dedicated gamer from Hungary played the War of Warcraft for 59 hours and 20 minutes, breaking the Guinness World Record. Have any of you guys stayed on World of Warcraft very long. This guy was on there 59 hours and 20 minutes. He's from India, and he bested the previous record, ladies and gentlemen. You didn't know you knew that? Wow. Which was 23 hours and 31 minutes by a massive multiplayer online role-playing game. So, wow, that's pretty cool. The gamer whose attempt was streamed live from his studio of gaming websites was allowed a 5-minute break each hour to eat, nap, and use the restroom. Wow, he was tired after 45 hours, but 59 hours of playing a game straight. I bet you all the youngsters out there could go through this, because he was young. Us old folks would be like, it's time to go to bed, it's 7 o'clock. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty cool there. In the White House, some other headline news this morning. The White House is pushed for a major league team such as the NFL, NHL, Major League Baseball, and NBA, along with the WNBA, all to come together to these leagues to support a new nationwide effort. A coalition will work together to expand access for physical education activities, including nutrition programs, and promoting overall public health. And it's the White House's challenge to end hunger and build healthy communities. In other news, we're going to get to that Las Vegas chapel in just a few moments. Governor Abbott in Texas to host Texas representatives for the border security announcement. 20 Texas House leaders will be joining the governor. The GOP House subcommittee also is going to tour the impact of the immigrants on the Arizona border. U.S. Customs and Border Patrol Security says that 1,003,575 migrants have came across into the U.S. border. Now, this is, you're not getting this. You're getting on the worldwide news that, everybody's hating and everybody wants to kill and everybody wants to fight. Oh, that's a bunch of lies, guys. There's nothing going on where that is. Yes, there's some National Guard down there. I know some people and everything, but it's no fighting. Nobody's coming across that border trying to be drugs, and nobody's getting shot for coming across. That's all make-believe, imaginary conspiracy theories. And I don't get into conspiracy theories, guys. I get into facts. Anyway, the U.S. said so far in the fiscal year, 1,003,575 migrants have crossed into the United States, and it's more than 100,000 migrants have been sent to sanctuary cities such as New Orleans, Chicago, and Denver. So we got all that on for you this morning. That's some of the headlines that you need to know about. Yeah, there you go. I'm going to go down some of the sports stuff and what's coming up for Super Bowl Sunday in just a few moments. But 20 minutes past the hour, you're listening to RyanORadio Penitentiary worldwide on the YouTube page, as well as all over our internet sites, the Shoutcast, the radio, the 50,000 plus of you worldwide on the Shoutcast, the RyanORadio Penitentiary, Earth Rock Radio, New Mexico, Arizona, Navajo Nation, everywhere you can be. All right, it's time for a little fun for me. And it's a little wrestling fun before we do the Life and Crimes of Vincent Kennedy McMahon to end the morning there with that. We're going to end the hour with that as we bring in Holly Reese this morning in the final period. But I guess morality in AEW is greatly picked up because their boss doesn't chase the women around his office. Tony Khan don't do that. Anyway, here we go. WWE overestimated the big turnout for WrestleMania kickoff. The kickoff press conference, just to let you know, it was a giant turnout. They were expecting Roman Reigns. What's up, BK? On the air. How you doing? Happy Friday. Remember, everybody, like, subscribe, and share this page. We appreciate you guys worldwide listening to us. Roman and Rock were supposedly going to wrestle, but at the end of the night, we found out that Triple H changed it up for Cody Rhodes to take on the only Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. The Rock slapped Cody Rhodes during the WrestleMania press conference. because they went back and forth in a kind of a face-off. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you how it kicked off initially. Let's go here. Oh, here we go. I got it wrote down here. WrestleMania kickoff with Pat McAfee, who is in Vegas for ESPN, and my boy Rod Peterson saw him. Is representing WQEE, by the way, is being represented in Las Vegas at the Super Bowl. We are being represented. That's right. What other station in Atlanta is being represented? No one. If you smell what the Rhino and WQEE and Rod Peterson, the man is cooking. That's right. Today from 12 to 3, he's going to be on the dial from Las Vegas once again. Anyway, in Las Vegas, Pat McAfee, Michael Cole, CM Punk, all were there on a panel getting ready. Bianca Belair promoted her new television show with her husband. Rhea Ripley comes out. She's going to look for a challenger. Becky Lynch is supposed to be that challenger, but she's probably going to win Elimination Chamber this month. Seth Rollins comes out. He's a world champion, and he's saying, he's getting a big pop, and he says, I want to call Cody out to challenge me for the title. Well, Roman comes out. They badmouth each other a little bit, the former Shield guys, and then Reigns with Paul Heyman, and then all of a sudden, Roman Reigns says, Cody Rhodes can't pick anybody. I'm going to pick The Rock to challenge. The Rock comes out. They start doing their thing. The Rock gets a little bit of a chant, and then the crowd stops, and they're getting kind of bored with it. Rocky sucks. And then Cody Rhodes comes out to the biggest pop of the night, and Cody and Roman and The Rock and all them go back and forth, putting each other's families down. The Rock gets mad and smacks Cody Rhodes in the face. And he and Roman, and they all walk off. Him, Roman, and Paul walk off. He gets in Triple H's face in the back to release, because Triple H was out there as well, because they kind of made it like a boxing thing. Triple H and his guys were out there trying to hold him back. They go backstage. Triple H is being interviewed, so it's got a little heated out there. Rock comes and says, hey, I'll tell you what, you better get a troll him or I can troll him. And he starts pretending and cussing, all this kind of stuff. And then he told Triple H, you better be lucky he's retired. Triple H says, you better be lucky you're retired too. So we're setting it up. And at the end of the night on social media, Triple H says that Cody Rhodes is going against Roman Reigns. Now, will this set up that Cody loses and the Authority come back in, since The Rock is on the TKO board? Maybe The Rock and Triple H and all them going to work together and form a new corporation, a new Authority figures. You don't know what's going to happen after WrestleMania. So, man, it seems like that's the biggest things that are pretty much going on. It was a good night, and they were in Vegas because of the Super Bowl. We're going to talk about the 49ers here. 49ers and the Chiefs here in just a few moments, and we'll tell you, we talked about Brock Purdy yesterday, but we're going to talk about the year the Chiefs have had as well, leading up to this big face-off between two teams at the biggest Usher and Reba McEntire concert there ever was. And Taylor Swift will be there. She won't be performing, though. Majority of fans will be there going, where's Taylor? Where's Taylor? And look, like I said earlier, if I could get Taylor on this show, and she brought a lot of eyes to my show, I got no problem with it. And cry me a river if you got a problem with it. NFL don't. It's called making money, baby. And that's what we're all about. Also, good morning to all our people everywhere. UK, Australia, thank you guys for being with us this morning. All right, a couple other newsworthy notes this morning. Netflix is going to be teaming up with Major League Baseball to get 2 new projects out for the Boston Red Sox. The Boston Red Sox fans, listen up. A new docuseries following the Boston Red Sox overcoming the course of the 2024 season, and a documentary of the history. The history is going to be out later this year. But in 2024, the new version that they're recording for 2024 is going to be on Netflix in 2025. Doc later out this year. Wow. Jennifer Hudson's going to be performing at the halftime for the NBA All-Star Game. The former American Idol star is going to be there. And also doing the national anthem is going to be our man Babyface. Yep, Babyface has always done what he's done. Also, ladies and gentlemen, WWE Smackdown preview for tonight. Building up for Elimination Chamber. We're going to probably have everything from last night. Logan Paul's next challenger. Nick Atlas is going to have that. Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne take on DIY for the number one contender for the tag team belts. What's up, Sonya? How you doing? It's night where you are? Well, good evening to you and good overnight to you as well. Thank you for tuning in. Bloodline, Cody Rhodes, and everything going to be there. That's 8 p.m. on Fox, WWE SmackDown. 10 p.m. on TNT, AEW Rampage tomorrow night, AEW Collision. And my River Dragons are back in action. Where's my hat? Love some hockey. My River Dragons are back in action tonight and tomorrow night. Tonight, 7:35 at the Columbus Civic Center. Baton Rouge is in town. And tomorrow night, 7:05 will be puck drop with Mississippi. The Sea Wolves then taking on our River Dragons tomorrow night. So that's a few things. 27 minutes past the hour. When we return from this break, I'm going to be previewing a little bit of the Super Bowl. We do a little bit of everything. For those of you tuning in for the first time, don't worry, this is not a 100% sports show. We do true crime on Thursdays. We do weird Wednesdays with ghosts, goblins, and UFOs, and even horrifying history. We do movie reviews on Tuesdays. Talk about all your favorite movies. We have sports analyst Richard Holdridge joins us on Tuesday in the second period. And we do a little wrestling wrap-up usually on Wednesday. So we do a little of entertainment, everything. Today, we got the Super Bowl going into this weekend. Rod Peterson's representing the station along with Game Plus Television and his big-time show, the Rod Peterson Show, from 12 to 2 today. He was in Vegas yesterday. He's going to be in Vegas today on Radio Row at Mandalay Bay. And so we're going to talk a little Super Bowl for you. That's the big thing. But I'm going to take a break, go run downstairs, open up the door, because we got guests coming in the next hour. Holly Reese from Warrior Defenders is on the way. Let's take a break. Stay tuned. More on the way as the RyanORadio Penitentiary cruises on. Ladies and gentlemen, stay with us. I was trying to think. Dr. Willie Oliver and Most Valuable Smiles. That's right. We got to get them in there. All right, we're going to take a break. Stay tuned. More on the way as the RyanORadio Penitentiary cruises on. You guys stay right there. I got to run downstairs. I don't think anybody else is in the building this morning. Don't leave. I'll be back. Perfect. Okay.
67 today, light and variable winds. Tonight, cloudy, low near 55, winds light and variable. Going into your Saturday, it's cloudy early, showers by the afternoon, high near 68, 40% chance of rain with southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. A 60% chance of showers takes you into Saturday night with a low near 60. And south winds around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Super Bowl Sunday, rain likely with a high near 67. Southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. 80% chance of showers, rainfall around a ½ inch. Showers continue for Sunday night and thunder showers likely. It's a 100% chance of rain. South winds around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Thunder showers on Monday with a high near 62 and a low near 37. That's your active weather forecast, sponsored by Active Pest Control, 34 Jefferson Street here in Noonan. Summer, winter, spring, fall, we don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things at all.
Moving is a big decision. Selling or buying a home in any market, but especially today's, can raise a lot of questions. Hi, I'm Amy with Kelice Realty. My husband Todd and I serve the Coweta and local area. Our purpose at our first meeting is to learn your goals, answer questions, and provide resources so that you can make the best decision for you and your family. 678-525-0047 to schedule a free consultation today to discuss your real estate needs. You don't have to do this alone.
You're walking, shopping, or on your favorite trail. You get that feeling somebody's coming up on you.
Sorry I had to leave there for a minute, guys.
In today's world,
Like, subscribe, and share if you haven't yet.
Warrior Defenders. As a certified tactical self-defense instructor, I'm specializing in women's self-defense. All women of all ages have the ability to learn how to defend themselves effectively with technical drills to build their survival skills. You can be your own hero. Classes and private seminars are available. Learn today to have a safer tomorrow. WarriorDefenders.com.
Hey there, folks. Looking for a top expert in medical health?
I got to go back to Luke. So you want to do some sponsorship on my show? I appreciate that, my friend. Out of London, the UK. Ooh, all these wonderful people. Let me write your names down. Luke is.
Are you looking for a reliable dental practice that not only cares about your teeth, but is friendly to work with?
There we go. All right, we're back.
Well, your search is over. Most Valuable Smiles in downtown Eatonton, Georgia is committed to giving you the biggest and brightest smile. Right now, get a $99 new when you book today. And don't forget that
Yeah, the bird is the word. What's up? Welcome back in. Coming out of the penalty box, ladies and gentlemen. It's RyanORadio Penitentiary on a TGIF Friday. Happy Friday to you. Super Bowl weekend here in America. Getting ready for the big one between the Chiefs and the 49ers. I've got some Chiefs fans on there picking some Chiefs. I got some 49ers. Tell me who's going to win it, Chiefs or 49ers. I'm going 49ers by two scores. May not get by 2 scores, but I'm going to say it. There you go. The 49ers are going to win this one. Well, yesterday morning, we featured a little feature at 33 minutes past the hour, by the way. It is 47 degrees under cloudy skies out there in the Atlanta metro Atlanta area, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, Cher. Thank you for joining us. You're finally joining the party with everybody else from around the world and everything. But back to what I was saying, Cher from Iowa, by the way, one of our long-term listeners there. One of the captains, I would say, has been on with us a while. Some of you new recruits, we appreciate you being with us. All right. Anyway, time and temperature brights about active pest control, summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things at all. Mike and the crew can exterminate and lay the smack down for you. We're back on the Real Radio at 99.1 FM, the key, all over our different feeds and everywhere. And on YouTube, if you're on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and share. KC will win, says share. I'm going 49ers, and not because I'm against Taylor Swift, but just because I called them from the beginning of the season to actually be in the Super Bowl, and everybody's like, oh, you're crazy. I'm like, no, I'm not crazy. My Falcons are not going to be in there, so I'm going to call the 49ers because we have a 49ers fan weekdays from 2 to 3 p.m. His name is Richard Holdridge on the Sports Beat. And our boy, Rod Peterson, by the way, is representing our station and Game Plus Television. And, of course, the Rod Peterson Show in Vegas yesterday and today on Radio Row. Woohoo! Live on Radio Row. WQEE's name is being named all over Vegas. That's right. The only station in Georgia part of the Super Bowl this year. How many other stations are part of it? Well, ESPN and all these big stations and their little affiliates, but we actually have someone right WQEE does. We appreciate you, Rod, for including us this year as well. All right, let's jump into it. We're going to talk about the Kansas City Chiefs today. Yesterday, I talked about Brock Purdy, his faith, his family, his journey to all the way to becoming a big star. Last in the draft, being called out last year, all that good stuff. All that kind of stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we got us a troll. I love it when we have trolls. Anyway, let's jump right back into it. Got more important things to do. Know your role. Shows your mouth, as The Rock would say. Anyway. Still love trolls. But anyway, let's move back to it. We talked about Purdy yesterday, his journey, now he's talked about, I don't want to, he's this, he's that, he's this, he's that. He'll never do anything last year. This year, he takes the team to the Super Bowl. I told you it would. Today, we're going to talk about the journey of the Kansas City Chiefs. And there's some fun stuff in there as what's going on in Vegas this week as well. What you guys may not know, I know that some people are like, well, what? What about what? Well, we already know Mahomes is going to be the next GOAT. He's going to be the next Tom Brady. Okay. And this week, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and the crew could win this game because they're not a pushover. But I still think the 49ers got this one. I'm saying by 2 touchdowns, but it's probably going to be closer. But still, ladies and gentlemen, still, we're talking about what made the Kansas City Chiefs more popular this season. More eyes were on the NFL this season than ever has before. Yes, I know. Some people are going to take conspiracy theories to the extreme next level. I call them conspiracy lies because straight edge independent skeptic, my mind is not messed up with any kind of drugs or alcohol that's going to make me go, oh, I think there's little people in the corner. Or make up things. Like I said, I'm skeptic. The only thing I'm skeptic. The only thing I believe is the Bible. There you go. Anyway, let's jump into it. But I'm willing to listen, but not on conspiracy theories on Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is the reason Kansas City has got themselves more viewers this year. The reason the NFL got more viewers this year. 33 there in Iowa, and 38 is the high. Looks like a warm weather over here. Warmer weather over here today. Yeah, 38. It's warmer there. You guys can wear shorts. Anyway, Taylor Swift started dating Travis Kelce right as the season began. She showed up in September to a lot of his games. Taylor Swift, man, has been the eyes of, basically, I would say she has been the eyes of, all eyes have been on her. Kansas City Chiefs taking on those 49ers and everything. I'm telling you what, Brittany, too, the wife of Patrick Mahomes, is getting involved. Let's see, where is this? Oh, I got to talk about that. But she, honestly, she brought a lot of eyes to it. She's expected to play in Japan on Saturday night and be at the game on Sunday, and I think that's going to happen. She can fly in. A lot of Swifties have started jumping in and watching football. I think it's good for the football viewership to go up, especially on television, where a lot of the youth does not want to watch TV. They'd rather watch the social media sites and everything. I know that there's some people that like her, dislike her. I don't, if I could interview Taylor Swift on this show and it put all my views, and I got a lot of views now, but if it put me way over the top, I'd definitely do it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not the kind of person who's going to go, oh, I don't want her on there because it might ruin my name. I don't have a name, so. Affordable Inflatable said he locked myself outside my house. Oh my goodness. You better call somebody. Anyway, I'm going to talk about the Kansas City Chiefs and their stuff here. 20 minutes away from the top of the hour. But she brought a lot of eyes this season. And one big thing going on in Las Vegas is we're going to talk about a couple of weird things that's happened this week. One's a man scaling where the Raiders play, where the game is going to be played for the Super Bowl. But also, Las Vegas Chapel is offering to make fans' wildest dreams come true. Of course, by paying for Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce to say the big I do. Yeah. After the Super Bowl, the Chapel of Flowers is what it's called, has offered to pay for the celebrity wedding for the couple if they just say I do. Ooh-wee. The love story between the two has rocked the world and taken it by the storm. After, Swift has began attending a handful of Kelce's games back in September of 2023, the football star was spotted at one of her in concerts in Kansas City on July of 2023 when they, together. And of course, he got those digits that time when he went and saw. He said, hey girl, let me get those digits. She's like, Still here, said Affordable Inflatables. Yeah. Travis is like, hey girl, what's up? I'm Travis Kelce. my boy Patrick Mahomes. We got a commercial together now. You want to talk to me? And she's like, yeah, you're more of a man than any man I've ever dated. Sorry, Swifties, I don't want you to get mad at me, but Travis is more of a man than what she's ever dated in the past. And she kind of likes a man. So there you go. There you go. Think about it. So it's cute. It's cute. And like I told you, man, if I could get Taylor Swift on here, don't get me wrong. Unlike everybody else, I wouldn't go, I'm going to talk bad about her. I'm going to make up conspiracy theories on her. Man, the Swifties are more dangerous than some of the nuts out there that is in the politics. All right, let's talk. Speaking of that, a man was defied the odds on Wednesday, and he was arrested after he scaled a 366-foot high, 516-foot wide spear in Las Vegas, just to for people to actually. He was a sports. He wanted everybody to know who he was because he's ready for Kansas City and the 49ers. Police received a call about this man climbing a spear at 10:11 a.m. local time, and he was taken into custody. And his identity is being detained right now as they investigate into this further. So, he went on the spear. He didn't go onto the Raiders football stadium like they initially said it was. So it was a spear. But, that's more dangerous. He could have fell. Why did you do that? I wanted everybody to know who I was. By the way, didn't I tell you that The Rock slapped Cody Rhodes in their WWE WrestleMania preview in Las Vegas last night? Oh, yeah. Affordable inflatables are still outside. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody needs to help him. It's a call for a friend. Longtime New England Patriot quarterback Tom Brady, who's not even a part of what's going on. He's got part ownership of the Raiders. Says he can't believe Bill Belichick wasn't even given a job this season. He says he's one of the greatest coaches of all times, and he can't believe that no one has hired him. Why didn't you get your people to hire him with the Raiders? He's got partial ownership of that, right? All right, we're about 15 minutes away from the top of the hour. We're going to take a short break, come back, my friends, and I'm going to give you a rundown of the Super Bowl coming up on Sunday and some of the greatest Super Bowl moments of all times. And maybe you guys will remember. We'll talk about that coming up after the break. And Brittany Mahomes right after the break. She's not going to let Taylor Swift out-Swift her. We'll talk about what Brittany Mahomes is doing. The former athlete and the wife of the head quarterback of the Kansas City Chiefs. That's all coming up after the break. Stay with us. Good morning.
Wishbone Fried Chicken is back at a brand new location. 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newnan. Same great taste. The best chicken around. Fish dinners. Open Monday through Saturday. 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Yeah.
It's Wishbone Fried Chicken right next door to their former location, bringing you the best chicken around. So great. Wishbone Fried Chicken, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newnan.
Insurance doesn't have to be stressful.
Come on, Freddie. Just sit right there, my friend. Huh? He can sit there if you wanted to. Be cool if I could leave him in here to scare all my other people coming in to do their shows.
This is Margie from Connecting Hearts Network. I'd like you to take just a moment and listen to Linda Kirkpatrick explain to you what Family Patterns Matters is all about.
Family Patterns Matter works with youth and their families to help overcome barriers that prevent their success. We meet twice a month with mentoring, tutoring, teaching life skills, resilience, gratitude, and kindness. We also bring music and art therapy.
I'll finish out this hour and then we'll get ready to go in next hour.
I am Apostle Deborah Harris, pastor, apostle,
Council of Kingdom Connected Ministries International at 121 Hillwood Circle, Noonan, Georgia. Presenting Connecting the Kingdom. Connecting Kingdom citizens,
My very
kingdom
first
businesses, and
national,
advancing the kingdom
international
of God
account.
in this hour. Join us each
Yeah.
Tuesday at 10 o'clock a.m.
What's up, Gail? It's about time you showed up. I haven't seen you all week. You're one of the originals, like Cher. All right, guys. For all of you in the penitentiary and locked down, your seniors are Gail and Cher. They've been with us a while, so you know. They're my top of the penitentiary. You do what they say. I'm kidding. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We still got more things going on here. The Taylor Swift effect going into Sunday. Brock Purdy, we talked about that yesterday. We appreciate all you people being with us. Still to come, Warrior Defenders Holly Reese and our buddy Freddie's going to join us in period number 3 this morning. So get ready for all that after the top of the hour. We're about 10 minutes away from the top of the hour, ladies and gentlemen. Praying for you there, Gail. I know you've got some health issues and stuff. And tell the zoo crew we said, roof, 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 meow. So that's what we say to them. And they'll know what I mean. We appreciate everybody worldwide tuning in, everywhere you got to be. And from Iran to Israel to Russia to Australia to UK to America and more. And by the way, just to let you guys know, Gail is with us from the zoo crew. Cher is with us from Iowa. Gail's in Tennessee. They are our originals. So there you go. We call them their originals. It's like TNA has their originals. ECW had their originals. The RyanORadio Penitentiary's got their originals too. Well, there you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into it. I want to talk a little bit more sports for you. Who you picking on Sunday, Gail? I know you're a Tennessee Titans fan and I'm a Falcons fan. I'm going for the 49ers. We already know that Cher says she thinks the KC is going to do it. I think KC can do it, but I'm still saying the 49ers is going to do about 2 touchdowns. I still say that. I told everybody they were going to the Super Bowl this year, and where are they at? Also, ladies and gentlemen, Gail, tell us in the feed, anybody in the feed, tell us who you're pulling for, KC or San Francisco, the 49ers. Also, ladies and gentlemen, Gail says the 49ers. So there you go. Sweetleaf says the 49ers. Sue says the 49ers. Rodney says the 49ers. These are on the Navajo Nation. Rodney K says 49ers. Tim says, I'm just going to say the Chiefs just to be opposite. Here you go. In Canada, they say, I'm ready for some CFL, but I'm Michael says KC. David says 49ers. Alice says she doesn't watch much football, so she'll just pull for the 49ers, says that seems the most dominating one. So there you go. Speaking of that, WQEE is being represented right out there in Vegas at Mandalay Bay, right there today from 12 to 2. Yesterday from 12 to 2, the Rob Peterson Show. Rob Peterson is representing Game Plus Television and the network known as 99.1 FM WQEE. No other station in Georgia is at the Super Bowl. Hey, no other station in Georgia is in Australia either, or UK. So that should tell you something about us, right? Yeah. All right, Super Bowl Sunday. I want to run, before we get into this, I guess Brittany doesn't want to be out-Swift by Swiftie herself. Brittany Mahomes, the wife of Patrick Mahomes, the mother of 2, the former soccer player and owner of a soccer team there. Guess what? They were high school sweethearts, by the way. She's making her way to Sports Illustrated swimsuit model. That's what she wants to be on. She's going to be on this month's swimsuit edition. The former college and pro soccer player who co-owner of the Kansas City national women's soccer team, the current, is also a founder of Brittany Lynn's Fitness. She is the newest 2024 Sports Illustrated swimsuit model. So she didn't want to be outdone by Taylor, I guess. Like I told you, I'm not going to say anything bad about Taylor, because if her management calls me and says she wants to do an interview, I'll be like the NFL. Bring her on. All right. Kansas City Chiefs taking on the San Francisco 49ers. CBS this Sunday, 6:30 p.m. That little game's in between a big concert. That's right. Reba McEntire is opening up the concert. Got Post Malone there, and the main event is going to be Usher. And then we got a little game in between, whatever. So who's going to, they're expecting 114.2 million people to tune in for the Super Bowl 58 to watch this year. And some of the most watched Super Bowls in history. 1978 had the Cowboys beat the Broncos 27-10. 1982, the 49ers beat the Bengals 26-21. 1983, the former Redskins, which are now, good morning there, Alexander. Hey, cutie says, Andrew Polanis, what's up, beautiful? Also, 1983, Redskins beat the Dolphins 27-17. That's my lovely bride, by the way. You have a great day, too. The Bears beat the Bears over the Patriots. 1982, 46-10. 2017, the Patriots come from behind and beat our Falcons. Yes, 34-28. 2018 had the Eagles beat the Patriots 41-33. 2020 had the Chiefs beat the 49ers 31-20, and there's a rematch this year. And finally, 2023 had the Chiefs beat the Eagles 38-35. Will the Chiefs do it again this year? Some of you say that. I say the 49ers will take it. There you go. We are from the United States. Thank you very much. So that is a look at the Super Bowl, a look at the Kansas City Chiefs, how they got more popular this year, more eyes were brought on them by Taylor Swift and everything. And that Las Vegas chapel, wedding chapel, guys, once again, is offering to pay for Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift that they say, I do. Think about it. They're going to pay for it. And some poor slob from the Midwest can't afford to put two dimes together. He's going to have to pay high price to take his girlfriend out there to marry her because their parents don't approve of their marriage because they're first cousins, But they're going to pay for Travis and Taylor's marriage. Picking, guys. I'm picking. I don't know if they're first cousins. All right. Anyway, we appreciate you guys and everything. We're in our final period this morning. We're going to have Holly Reese. She's live in the studio with us with Freddie. What's up, Freddie? What's up? He's in the studio with us as well. So we'll have all that coming up for you after the top of the hour news. And she's from Warrior Defenders. We'll speak with her. And I know her biggest fan is Mr. Pete Davis. That's right. Holly's biggest fan is. He's on here, and he'll definitely be back. He's probably working really diligently right now. But he pays attention all morning. We appreciate you, Pete. And my lovely bride, Andrew Polanis, is on there. Thank you. Good morning to her. But I tell you what, guys, we got people from everywhere. We thank you on the YouTube. We're everywhere on our Facebook page. We're on our Spreaker page. We're 50,000 plus on our Shoutcast. Shout it out loud. We're all over everywhere you need to be. Yes, his second time at the Super Bowl. Congratulations to RP, Rod Peterson, landing the Super Bowl gig. He's on Radio Row today, and he's representing us, WQEE. He was on Radio Row yesterday. He saw Pat McAfee. He's like, what's up, Pat McAfee? Yeah, Pat McAfee was there for ESPN. He's also there when the WWE had their WrestleMania kickoff last night, which Rock turned heel, smacking Cody in the face because all the fans wants Cody to challenge Roman. And guess what? Triple H said it's going to happen. And then Rock told Triple H as they were going backstage, you better do something about it. I'll do something about it because he's not going to disrespect our family, da-da-da-da-da. And you better be glad you're retired. Triple H said, well, you better be glad you're retired too. Don't mess with a Motorhead fan or a Metallica fan. We'll just have to take you out. Pete Davis, yep, just outside. There you go, Pete. Thank you. All right, so we got all that up for you, all that good stuff. Vegas is busy all week long with all kinds of stars. Rod's out there. He's one of the big stars too. Probably the biggest star since he's representing us. All right, we're going to have some fun, and we got some big questions coming for you. Warrior Defenders at the top of the hour. But first, we're going to take this break. Take us up to the top of the hour. You got to stay tuned there. Please like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube page and send it out to all your friends. We had all these people from Australia on. They're probably in bed by now because it was late there. Well, we appreciate you guys. And good morning to Luke in the UK. We will definitely be getting with you, my friend. Back in a moment, RyanORadio Penitentiary on the way. You're in lockdown and you're not out. I'm going to send red after you if you leave. Stay with us, more on the way.
In labor history, the year was 1946. That was the
Here,
day the
get
United
your
Electrical Workers joined the National Post-War Strike Wave. 200,000 UE members walked off the job at General Electric, Westinghouse, and General Motors Electrical Division. Across the country,
Do it.
reduction of hours and phony job reclassification.
I got him attached. He's probably gonna get lazy and
Time grievances piled up. All
Let's
this
get you
led to the
this
workers
mic ready for you.
$2 a day
This is the one I'll let you
Many of
use.
these workers were young women
Since you're that close over there.
They had spent much of their
Freddie.
career fighting piecework and gender-based divisions.
Hopefully he won't slide.
The picket lines showed overwhelming
Just give him a hug.
support.
Pete might get jealous if he's sitting on your lap. I don't know.
He's already jealous of Bob and Freddie
Pete, you'll take Bob and Freddie out, won't you, buddy?
on a regular.
Why has Rocker never had this show? Metallica could bring the house down. Yeah, if Metallica Gail was playing the Super Bowl, I'm gonna be honest with you. There'd be more Metallica fans. You're gonna have a lot of Taylor Swift fans this week there. But Metallica would fill the Super Bowl up by themselves. There'd be no room for football fans. Metallica would be like, we're playing halftime. You'd have to send all the Super Bowl fans out and put all the Metallica fans in. I think that's one reason. And metal bands and rock bands like to play their instruments live. They don't like to lip sync. So. I hate to say that. Unless you're Aerosmith. AC/DC would be good too. Well, as we all get older, it's going to eventually happen. Believe you me, it's going to eventually happen. Pete says, almost every time I can. There you go, brother. All right, we got Jimmy on. What's the most? I never had Jimmy. Well, I appreciate you. And if you're a what they call a troll, I love trolls. Difference in me and everybody else, I love trolls. You can have all the fun you want. And other people, hey, there's trolls. I'm like, hey, come on, brother, have a good time. All right. Oh, by the way, those were perfect that you sent me over.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So. Hey, Sherry, you got coffee and donuts? Yeah. Sweetleaf wants some coffee and donuts too. Don't you leave him out, Gail. I know that Gail and Sherry are my originals, guys. That means if they come into your cell and they ask for your donuts and coffee, you better give it to them. I'm the warden, but they run the cells because they run the penitentiary like other prisoners do. Picking. They're not prisoners. Gail says, don't make me knuckle punch you, right? I wouldn't mess with Sherry Gail, guys. I'm picking. All right, this is here we go. All right, cool. All right, I'll let you know. Wait. What happened here? Clear.
The lead plaintiff is a 91-year-old Nikki Haley supporter. Also at srnnews.com, the results of an investigation into Biden's mishandling of classified documents
we
were
got
released on Thursday.
to
In the
bottom.
report, Special Counsel Robert
We got
Hur
to
wrote that Biden's memory was significantly limited, also raising questions as to if
Gotta
he
get rid of
remembered the timing of
this
his own son's death.
and
Thursday's report also said that the president willfully retained and disclosed classified military.
you got Sheriff, you got that right, Ryan.
But he will not face
Sweet Sue and Sweet Leaf and Gang, throwing it to them. He says, visitors visiting day, huh?
In a statement, Mr. Trump wrote, "This has now proven to be a two-tiered system of justice and
Awesome. Here we go. That's what I was making sure I had the right thing. The guy put the wrong thing in there, guys.
Five Marines who've been missing in California have been found dead. The search began for the helicopter after it was reported over.
They're just originals, guys. Everybody, y'all gonna be part of the family. You're in lockdown.
A Christian activist and his wife have written a children's book designed to counter the transgender message. Ryan Baumberger says they titled it "He is He."
Try to put this on here too. I better get that. If I can get it there.
Culture that constantly talked about masculinity as toxic.
If I can get into there.
Present an honest narrative of men who lovingly provide and protect, especially fathers.
Yes, Mac, I would vote for you. But
After all the adorable rhyme and the illustrations, we have the section that says, "What does the Bible say?" And it just reminds Christians.
well, thank you, Kaylin, for being back from Australia, ladies and gentlemen. Late night there.
And his wife Bethany released She Is She, which does the same thing for girls. He says with public schools pushing transgenderism on small kids, it's important that Christians address that issue. This is SRN News.
All right, let's see here. Let's get some of this.
WQEE 99.1 FM, The Key, Noonan, Sharpsburg, Franklin.
100% good. It's not dead.
NBC News Radio, I'm Mark Mayfield. Former President Trump
go ahead
celebrated
and
another Republican caucus win.
here.
Trump claimed all 26 of Nevada's GOP delegates Thursday, moving him one step closer to snagging the Republican presidential nomination. He also secured a victory in the U.S. Virgin Island caucuses. Trump didn't face any major competition in Nevada, as former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley chose to compete in Nevada's primary on Tuesday, where she decisively lost to the none of these candidates option. Trump also won the Republican caucuses in Iowa and New Hampshire. President Biden is calling
Good
a
what?
special counsel who investigated how he handled classified documents. Trey Thomas reports.
Okay.
Thursday, Biden lashed out at special counsel Robert Hur following the release of an almost 400-page report.
I've seen headlines
since the report was released about my willful retention of documents.
Yeah, there you go. And let me get this up here.
Hur wrote that Biden's memory was
This
significantly limited, also
see
raising
if I can.
questions as to if he remembered the timing of his son's death.
Oh man.
Trey Thomas.
All right, guys. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can flip you guys around. No. There we go. Gonna flip around right there. All right, guys. There's Freddie. You see Freddie. Freddie, good morning to you. He's waving. Yes, Freddie. That's because he messed with Pete. That's because he messed with Pete. He's got a broken wrist because he messed with Pete. So there you go. That's Freddie. Kaylin says, "Hey, Freddie."
And the Lombardi Trophy is up for grabs on Sunday. The Chiefs square up against the 49ers at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas for Super Bowl 58. You're listening to the latest from NBC News Radio.
I'm pretty handy around the house, but now that I have kids, I don't want to spend my Saturday installing a toilet or fixing an air conditioner. But thankfully, there's Home Advisor. Home Advisor helps me
Get this
find
on here before
area to handle any kind of project. You can read reviews of the pros, check their availability.
Gail says, I hate Michigan. I love this channel, but I gotta go. All right, I hate Michigan. I appreciate you being here. Thank you. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share with all your friends, my friend. I will have a great Super Bowl Sunday. Who you picking before you go? The Chiefs or the 49ers? What's up, Bree? How you doing? Kiki, good morning to you. Niners. All right, you're on the right bandwagon. You enjoy Super Bowl Sunday and have some great snacks with it. I don't know what you're gonna do, but all right, here we go. Just about done putting this on here.
And all of our information is available on our website at www.calwinaflores.org or follow us on Facebook.
Wishbone Fried Chicken is back in a brand
Oh, you're back too. I appreciate that.
Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newton.
Archie, how you doing?
Taste the best chicken around. Fish dinners open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. is Wishbone Fried Chicken right next door to the former location, bringing you the best chicken around. So
You guys, oh wow, keep going up. I appreciate that.
Jackson Street, Suite A.
Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share.
Calvary's Fellowship is an expository Bible teaching church where we study the Word of God line by line and we apply it life by life. We're here every Sunday morning at 10 o'clock on WQEE. We look forward to having you join us. Our church offices are located in Sonora,
49ers deserve a win. Chiefs had plenty of wins. There you go. I hear you, Gail. All right, for you guys new coming on, I'll flip this around one more time. That's Freddie. He's our guest this morning, along with Warrior Defenders Holly Reese. His wrist is broken because he tried to mess with Holly and Pete took him out. That's what happens when you mess with Pete. One of our newest listeners. Do I play video games? Unfortunately, I don't, but I know people who do.
Listen to the Sports Beat with Richard Holdridge, Monday through Friday from 2 to 3 p.m.
I wouldn't be too good at it. I'd have to go back to the Super Mario Brothers day, way back in the day.
If you are a
Kaylin.
sports fan in Columbus, it doesn't get any more local
Duck hunt.
than the Sports Beat. We cover Columbus.
I don't really have much time to do anything. You play Fortnite. Oh, that's a pretty good one. I bet you guys are good at that.
And Lady Cougars and all the high school football and basketball action in the Chattahoochee Valley. If you have a sports question,
You do what?
SWTOR.
SWTOR? Oh, Star Wars? Okay. Well, this is the perfect topic this morning for you guys. We got a great guest. All right, we're getting ready to come on.
All right, we're going to do it once more. And this time, no mistakes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good morning. Good morning.
Got to do the Noonan dance. You can go ahead and get started. I'll try. Family Roses, how you doing this morning? We are still going, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It is your favorite radio show worldwide. And you're in the penitentiary and locked down with us. And we're going to go into our final period of play this morning. Joining us from WarriorDefenders.com and Warrior Defenders is Holly Reese. We'll talk with her right after we get done kicking it off. It's RyanORadio Penitentiary. And you're listening to Ryan O'Neal. And of course, I am the game, 50,000 plus of you worldwide on the Shoutcast, Shout It Out Loud, across the fringe, across the RyanORadio media page. Sorry about that. We're across the RyanORadio media page, Earth Rock Radio, New Mexico, Arizona, and the Navajo Nation. We're also across the British Columbia Isles of Canada, and finally, the Jordan Communication of family radio stations right here at 99.1 FM, The Key, WQEE, Atlanta's news, inspirational talk, and Southern sports station. We got all that for you. We appreciate you being with us this morning on the RyanORadio Penitentiary. Straight edge, independent skeptic is who I am, and we are here with you all morning long. And to my haters, I got one thing to say to you. I am the man around here. Good morning, Marlon. Thank you. And of course, Archie's back, and so is some of the other great people, including Kaylin. And we got a lot of other people. I don't know what this that you guys are asking me to do. I have no idea. I'm probably a little too old for that. I would probably break some bones doing that, guys, but I appreciate you thinking I'm cool enough to do your hip dances. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a lot. We're all over the Facebook page, the Ryan O'Neal Facebook page, WQEE Facebook page, the RyanORadio Penitentiary Facebook page. Man, 16 people right now on the YouTube page checking us out. It is growing and growing and growing. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much and everything. All right, we've got a very special guest here this morning. This month is Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month, and this is going to be perfect for you guys out there. Good morning, Kenny. Thank you for guys joining us. Stay with us. We have from Warrior Defenders, the one, the only. Let me make sure which mic she's on here. Warrior Defenders, the one, the only, Holly Reese. Good morning, Holly.
Good morning, Ryan. It's good to see you.
Good.
And I have my special guest, Freddie, with me today.
Freddie, what's up, boy? I look, you look like a little beat up. I mean, Pete. I told you not to mess with Pete, buddy. I told you not to. Yeah.
His nickname is Floor Fighting Freddie. And
what?
Floor Fighting Freddie.
That's a lot of words together. That's almost like saying I picked a pepper.
It took a while to figure out his name, but thank you for having me. We're going to talk about Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month. It's a big deal in February.
Yes.
And it's something that needs to be talked about because it leads into other things. So I appreciate the time.
No, it's important because we have a lot of the young people out there, and especially now joining us via the YouTube and everything. This would be good for them. Good morning, Zachary. Good morning, Kaylin. Well, Kaylin's been with us. Good morning, Perham. But this is going to be good for a lot of the young people out there and their parents tuning in worldwide and all over the United States. Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month. So let's talk a little bit about it. What is teen dating violence, Holly?
Well, teen dating violence is particularly a topic in February because a lot of teens feel like they need to have a relationship, and they don't realize that it can be a category of a lot of issues that happen. It can be in person, online, and with today's technology, it can take the forms of physical, psychological, or stalking behavior. And those things can be scary for a teen, and they don't know where to go, and they don't know what good relationships are.
Exactly.
And they're just now learning, and if they think this is normal, it becomes the norm as an adult too.
Right.
So it's best to get them young, educated.
It definitely is. I mean, we do need a lot of our adults re-educated on this, but as the future of our world, of our country, or of everything, these young people and everything, well, how young, before we get to be how big the problem is, how young does this start for the youth? I mean,
as soon as they start dating. So
that could be 13, 14.
Yes, and
okay.
It can be at that time when they're building what the world is, what a relationship is, how to learn what a relationship is, and it becomes their norm if they think this is okay, or how so-and-so's boyfriend treated so-and-so, then they're like, oh, well, then it's okay if I'm treated that way too.
Right.
We need to put a stop to that, and we need to let teens know we're here to help them.
Well, I mean, this is kind of a learned behavior before we get in. We're going to talk about how big the problem is. But this is kind of a learned behavior that some people get from their homes, or seeing relationships with their parents, or parents are divorced or something, and someone just wants to be accepted. You know, part of it could be you go to school and there's this thing called trying to be popular. Now, yours truly is a long-haired hippie, metalhead, punk rock guy. I didn't know what popular was. They were like, everybody tells me you were popular when you were in school. I was like, well, what are you talking about? You know, I was all about just playing in the band and everything, and being in a band and all this kind of stuff, and being friendly with everybody. I didn't, know anything about that, but popularity could lead to as a portion of this as well, right? People I want to be popular. I want to be around popular kids.
And peer pressure.
Peer pressure big.
Is also is with bullying. So if they want to be the normal, they would succumb to peer pressure and put up with bad behavior because they don't want to be told, well, you couldn't have a boyfriend, or you can't keep a girlfriend, or anything like that. So it's something that they would want to do to be normal and to be popular. A lot of TV shows actually talk about well, they put up with this and that, and there's one particular on Netflix that I like.
Okay.
And it's 13 Reasons, and a lot of that was based on what happens in high schools and what they hide, and the detrimental side effects to that, and the bullying and relationship, and it all is the same.
Well, I tell you what, I'm getting a lot of responses on the Facebook here and everything. And Cher says she was an outcast when she was in school and got made fun of and everything. And of course, she's one of our elder statesmen. I don't want to say that because you might come get me, Cher. But you never tell a woman she's an elder statesman. I'm just being respectful. But yeah, so.
And I'm familiar with bullying as well.
Right.
So it was something that I had to tolerate when I was in school because I didn't want to succumb to peer pressure.
Right.
The normal.
Well, how big is this problem with teen dating violence? How big is it?
It is a major problem. One, because they don't really want to report it. They feel embarrassed. And so it's 1 in 12 experience physical dating violence.
Right.
And 1 in 12 is a big number. If you look at a student room of 40 people and you break that down to 1 in 12,
wow,
they're hiding it and they're suffering through what they're not telling people. And it's a sad epidemic, really, in the mental state of our youth today.
It is, and I'm not just going to, a lot of people will 100% blame social media, but I've noticed a lot of these youth is not quite like their parents, which gets like the Generation Z. They love to be on the internet, but heck, they like to be outside playing and stuff, and even the younger than that. So they're always trying. They're kind of bringing back a being friends and doing things like that, and being around different people and everything. Being that we're talking about a situation like this, the teen violence, it starts as young as starting dating, but have you noticed that there may be younger kids that would associate with older kids?
Yes.
And the influence of, it's not just the influence of music and video games, which is not really the problem. It's more of the parents not really paying attention to what's going on with their child.
Actually, I have a book for teens that talks about Madison's big brother.
Okay.
And how Madison's big brother was older than her.
Right.
And tried to pressure her into doing things that she didn't feel comfortable with.
Right.
And of course, it's written by a psychologist.
Wow.
And it's located in my retail space, but it is, and online. But it goes into how the heart defenders come in and tell her what she should do and who she should talk to.
Right.
So that she's safe. And then she knows what to do with that situation. So there's a lot of unfortunate circumstances that happen when younger children hang out with high schoolers because they want to look cool, and then they get into trouble with those relationships.
Right. Well, I got a polar bear is on with us this morning. He or she, I don't know if it's he or she, says, I'm in high school and one of my friends is going through this same stuff right now.
Okay, so I want you to stay tuned, Polar Bear, because I have some information and a hotline number that you can share with your friends and get the word out. So there's counseling and help for you at a hotline number 24 hours a day. And I'm going to go ahead and put that out at the end of the show. Okay, definitely so. So stay tuned, Polar Bear. We'll appreciate you being with us. And they said, well do. And I tell you, I mean, we talked about how big the problem is and everything. And like you said, younger people, I always, a lot of times you have to, the high school students do have a different mindset than the younger students, the elementary school, the junior high. And I'm a big component, and I know that people might not think it's cool, but I'm a big component of keeping these kids separate with their own age group. A 13-year-old has a different mindset than a 5-year-old, and they shouldn't be playing together, even though both of them like to go out there and ride the four-wheelers and all that good stuff. What would you say to a parent that if they're either kin or friends or whatever, or lived in the same neighborhood, about a 13-year-old and a 5 or 6-year-old hanging out? What would you say to a parent? They need to set some ground rules. They need to make sure that those children are not alone without supervision. They need to also monitor their social media. And I know I'm going to get it. The teens don't want their social media monitored.
And understand.
But that is where a lot of the stalking and bad behavior and the trafficking starts in the social media. And you need to know where your children are at all times because of the dangers that can be involved. And you really don't know what the intent of a teen is going to be towards a younger one. And a lot of our teen girls especially look a lot older than they are.
Yes,
so
the young ladies do.
They really need to enjoy their childhood first and make sure they hang around their own peers.
Exactly. And that's where this teen dating violence is a big part of that too, because you just brought up the age group of maybe a 13 or 14-year-old young lady who's already blossoming a little bit more. And there may be an older statesman or older gentleman, young man in high school or something that might start dating her, and she don't know what a relationship is because this may be her first relationship.
Right,
so,
and then he can take advantage of that situation easily, and then that grooms them to a bad relationship in the future.
Right.
Now, it's not always bad.
Not always bad, no.
But we need to be aware and cautious and make sure that as parents or guardians of the younger children, that we teach them early what we need to do to stay safe, what we need to do to say, oh, this is not normal. It's no type of bullying or control is normal. So if you've got a older teen talking to a younger teen and all of a sudden they're being like, well, you can't go here and you can't go here.
Right.
That is control. And then that is a domestic violence pattern. So that's where it leads to in the future.
Wow. Well, guys, we have Holly Reese from Warrior Defenders with us this morning. We're talking about Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month this month that's going on, and we're going to continue talking about that. Guys, it's 23 minutes past the hour. We're holding at, I'd say, 49 degrees. It's looking over here under beautiful sunny skies in the metro Atlanta area of Noonan. We're going to continue this conversation as we get ready to take a break. After we come back from the break, you guys stay there. We're going to have some more information for those of you. Stay with us on the YouTube page as well. We're going to be talking more about Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month and some of the other things that you need to be aware of and how you can get help and everything. We've got a big number for you. So stay tuned. More RyanORadio Penitentiary on the way. Stay right there. We appreciate you tuning in to 99.1 FM WQEE and the RyanORadio Penitentiary.
Do we know where Polar Bear is from?
No, I didn't ask where Polar Bear. I don't know. Polar Bear, do you want to tell us where you're from? If not, that's all right. What country? If you just want to say United States, Germany, whatever, that's fine. Canada.
I mean, it is a world problem.
Yeah.
Not just a U.S. problem.
You don't have to tell us, the town you live in or anything.
Because if that number is not going to work outside the U.S., they need to find the numbers that will work for them. There's also national stalking hotline numbers too.
And by the way, guys, one more time, I'm going to flip it around. There's Freddie. Freddie is with us this morning.
Floor Fighting Freddie, we're going to talk about how I use him in our teen classes to be able to learn how to defend yourself.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls, children of all ages.
Of course, he has a partner named Bob.
He's got a partner named Bob.
But Bob can't get up the stairs here.
Bob's afraid to get up the stairs up here. He's already made Pete mad this morning. I'm picking with you, Pete.
Bob's a lot of fun. I mean, you'll see him on my Instagram and YouTube channels.
Right.
He doesn't travel stairs very well.
I'm sure he doesn't.
Sports fans, it's Ron Peterson here, host of the Ron Peterson Show, inviting you to join us daily for 2 hours of Atlanta's funnest sports talk right here on WQEE. I say fun because it is. You've never heard a show like it.
I get new subscribers.
Part of the show.
North Georgia Walmart's where I'll be teaching at.
Okay.
I'm excited to be back up there.
Sounds good.
It's a great group of people up there. I wish we had a Walmart like that down here.
Oh, I know, right?
It's amazing.
I just wish the Walmart was a little closer here. I don't like driving to that side of too much traffic. Yeah. There's a lot of great restaurants down there too, but I'm just like, man, I don't want to get stuck down in here.
Well, you know, at Bungee Boogie Fitness, I teach there once a month, which is on the other side of the bridge.
Right.
Underneath Mama Lucia's. So I have to go to the other side of the bridge every once in a while.
Well, they got Applebee's over there. They've got Red Lobster and all. And Red Lobster's the worst place to get in and out. And we love Red Lobster. The wife loves it.
You'll have to DoorDash it. And you don't have to worry about
She wants to sit down and eat. We get that deal that's got everything and split it. The big plate with everything we can order. Steak and lobster, all the different things.
That's a variety platter.
Yeah, the variety platter they got over there.
Hello, everyone. This is DJ.
Oh, the sun is coming in.
It is. All right, we're coming back. Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary, ladies and gentlemen. It's about, I'd say 29 minutes past the hour. We're telling you, it is still 49 degrees out there and going to get warmer, but we got rain in the forecast this weekend in the Metro Atlanta area and Noonan, and also Atlanta. So take them umbrellas with you this weekend, wherever you may be rolling off to. But right now, we still have our special guest, Warrior Defenders' very own Holly Reese is with us this morning. Also, Freddie's hanging out with us this morning. He don't say much. He just sits there like a bullseye. You know, he's got a bullseye on his head for some reason. I mean, he just doesn't want to talk. Dude, this is radio. You're supposed to talk. I mean, everybody can't see y'all that much. I'm showing him on the YouTube page for those you can see. But Freddie, you guys want to see it, you can go to Warrior Defenders page as well. And Bob's on there as well. Bob didn't want to come up the steps. He's too afraid to come up the steps.
Yeah, he doesn't like stairs. He don't like heights. He'd rather be on the ground all the time.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. And you don't want to mess with Pete, and Pete says, no, he doesn't.
And Freddie likes to fly around, so you can throw him anywhere.
Freddie, you like to fly, buddy?
Yeah, right in the air.
Let's go throw you out the window here. No, I'm just kidding.
It might cause a scene.
Oh my God, somebody jumped from the second story of the radio station. Is that the DJ guy? Oh, well, good. But Ryan, get rid of him. We're about tired of him anyway. I'm just kidding.
Well, remember that when they were filming the Walking Dead down the street, they had zombies falling out of windows and stuff, and it was interesting to watch.
It definitely was interesting to watch, for sure. It was. All right, we're going to get back into part 2 of our interview. We're talking about teen dating violence, and it's Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month, ladies and gentlemen. We talked a little bit about what it was, the big problem. So what are some of the consequences?
Well, a lot of times the youth that have experienced teen dating violence go into an extreme depression, and they get anxiety. They also continue to have unhealthy behaviors. They could turn to drugs, alcohol, tobacco use, antisocial behaviors, or over-social behaviors.
Okay.
Because they're trying to mask their fear of being in the social environment.
Right.
And they can start lying, they can start bullying, they can start acting out, they can start stealing.
Wow.
They can also think about suicide and start showing those signs as well.
Wow.
So if somebody has been in a teen dating violence relationship, they're keeping that all in and they're trying to self-medicate or act out.
Right.
So those two things need to be watched, and those consequences, like we said earlier, go into this is how they're going to act for the rest of their life. And,
Right.
and that then goes into adulthood.
Right.
That goes into society if they're stealing, if they're doing drugs, that ends up in the bad parts of society.
Right, right.
Jails, and it becomes an adult problem.
Wow.
And so it's extremely important that if you know anybody that is experiencing these, get them to talk to somebody, be their friend, believe them, and keep them a line of communication open. As
Right.
an adult, we need to keep the line of communication open.
Right.
And that's the biggest thing. There are some other things you can do to help. You can teach them about healthy relationships.
Uh-huh.
You can teach them how to engage influentially with adults and peers so they get educated by an adult
Right.
on how to act. You can disrupt developmental pathways towards partner violence in early childhood, making sure that any type of risks are addressed.
Right.
Create a protective environment. Make sure that they know they're safe. Make sure that if a child comes to a parent or
Right.
an adult, that they don't explode and go, well, I can't believe. No, you need to talk to them calmly.
Right. Right.
Make sure that you're calm because you don't want to scare them from sharing what is happening.
Exactly.
You need to bring support to the family if they share. Don't judge them. If the family comes
That's a
out
good one.
and says, this is what happened, support the family by saying, oh my, I understand. And there's so many experiences like we talked about on Netflix where
Right.
the family was not supported, the school did not support them.
Right.
And so we need to make sure that we have a safe environment for them to be able to share. So you want to make sure that they are also feeling safe and make sure that they get the proper medical care as well.
Right. Right.
Because that needs to follow up with that.
Well, that seems like some of the ways we can help prevent teen dating violence. What are some of the other ways?
So you can teach them about red flags.
Okay.
How to spot the red flags.
Okay.
You can talk to your children if you feel that they are the age of dating.
Mhm.
You need to say a good relationship is respect. A good
Right.
relationship is communication. We actually teach with Warrior Defenders and teach a lot of Girl Scouts and teens.
Okay.
But as with Warrior Defenders, we partner with Creative Heart Studios. We have a
Mhm.
nonprofit that is part of a warrior training.
Okay.
And we have seminars about how to teach self-respect, how to teach how to say no,
Right.
how to teach why you're important, and it's not the relationship that makes you important. You need to be treasured in that relationship. And then, of course, we teach them in the seminars how to defend themselves if they're
Right.
stuck in a bad situation. And that is where Freddie comes in.
Hey there, Freddie. Let me see if I can turn you around again. There he is, Freddie.
Freddie is a floor fighting Freddie. He is a
Okay.
grappling dummy. And in my classes, they're trauma free. So there's
Okay.
no men allowed in my classes so that
Okay.
the girls feel safe. So many times from so many parents and fathers, I hear that they don't feel comfortable with a man teaching their young child how to fight. And if you envision that, I would think that I wouldn't like that either.
Right.
So we don't have any men in the classes. Now the teens can partner up with their friends if they want, but
Right.
if they're not comfortable with that, we take Freddie and we teach them how to throw Freddie for fun, of course, and then also teaching them a skill on how to get away. And a way to get away if you are pinned on the ground or you've been knocked
Right.
down. And that
Right.
goes along with bullying and
Right.
self-defense, so that they know how to get away. But he's also just fun to break and
Throw around.
and punch and kick in the head. And that's what the bullseye is on his eye.
Yeah, he's got a bullseye on his
So
eye.
you can punch him in the head. But the main thing we want to teach them is how to get away.
Right.
So when it comes to the seminars and things, they're safe for all ages.
Okay.
My classes have started as young as 6 years old,
Right.
so that they know how to get away from a stranger in public, and goes all the way up to 96. So there are
Wow.
options for everybody there, but for the teens especially, it's a great way to. I even do PowerPoint presentations
Right.
to educate them, so it's not always physical, but I
Right.
can also go into classrooms and girls groups and churches and
Okay.
teach them how to be safe
Wow.
as a teen in their relationships. And this is year round, but this month is a focus for teen dating violence for
Right.
this month.
Wow. Well, I know you're going to be doing some classes here pretty soon, and you got a lot of other things going. You're doing classes in downtown Noonan. You're going to be doing classes in going to Walmart and doing classes. I want to talk about that. So let's talk about some of the things you are offering coming up this month, going in the next few months.
Sure. So before I go into that, though, I want to share with everybody the theme for 2024 is
Okay.
Love is Respect.
Love is respect.
So
All right.
if anybody out there needs any help, they can text 22522. Love is. And there's a hotline number there. And that is for the National Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month. You will start to be seeing them plastered all over the town.
Okay.
QR codes everywhere. And of course, if they need any information, they can always message me on Warrior Defenders, but that will be all over my Facebook page this month.
Excellent.
So for classes, woo!
Yes. Sounds like you're busy.
I travel everywhere as an NDT certification instructor. I'm
Right.
the only one on the East Coast, the female on the East Coast that
Wow.
can teach. So I do downtown Noonan weekly drill classes, which is important because we can't expect us to learn everything in one class.
Right.
We need to hone our survival skills. So those are weekly every Tuesday night at 7 at True Balance. And then I have Bungee Boogie Fitness, which is here in Noonan
Ooh,
once
sounds
a
fun.
month. And if you haven't done Bungee Boogie, you need to. It's hilariously fun, great exercise. And then I also teach at the North Georgia Walmarts.
Okay.
Start at Dallas and looking to move towards Dalton as well.
Wow.
So stay tuned for that. And then, goodness gracious, seminars everywhere. Girl Scout seminars. I love teaching the troops, and we had 22 in class on Sunday. And I just want to be where I can. So I'm mobile. So Freddie comes with me, and Bob comes with me, and then we bring mats and fun. And I also have self-defense tools if you're needing to be equipped.
Right.
There is a satellite location right here on LaGrange Street and also on my website where you can go and shop your tools anytime.
Yep.
You don't have to chase me down anymore, which I'm glad. And it's inside Baker Bags. And there's also Creative Heart Studios in there too. So we love being a collaborative because we're all about helping women empower, make them beautiful, make them empowered, make them know how important
Make them tough.
we are on the inside. Yeah, make them tough. So there was a question one time. They said, how many women have you taught in Noonan? I don't want to mess with the wrong woman. This was a man that asked this question. And so my answer was, don't mess with any of them.
That's right.
Because you don't know.
That's right.
And so, I mean, it's just realizing that everybody's human and we need to take care of each other and we need to not talk down to people.
So that's a bit strange saying, want to know which women not to mess with. I mean, look, to be honest with you, some of those women might pull a gun out on you. I mean, let's just be honest. This is the South. You go up to the wrong woman, she'll be like, son, get away from me. And now our people are, darling, now get away from me. Bless your heart.
I saw a TikTok the other day that I absolutely love, and I do not know how to share it. I'm good on social media, but I don't know how to share them. But this one lady said, honey, you come on down to the South. We protect ourselves with pit bulls and shotguns.
That's it.
So,
that's it.
No man should take a risk to see who can defend themselves.
That's right.
And
that's stupid.
For the adult women out there who are dealing with any type of bad dating or stalking behavior, there is help for you out there. There's a stalking hotline. Don't think that it is okay just because you're older and you don't want to be alone.
Right.
To be in a relationship where you have to walk on eggshells, where you have to wonder if you're supposed to answer the phone. If it gives you anxiety,
right,
don't be involved. Cut them loose.
Okay.
There's plenty of good relationships, and the most important is you.
There you go. Well, it's always great having you with us. Before we let you go and tell everybody how to follow you and all that kind of stuff, give that number once again.
Yes. So Love is Respect 2024. If you need to, text 22522. Text Love Is 22522. Love Is. And that is the Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month hotline. It's a safe website. And so you can exit out of it, and if you need help, they can get you where you can go.
Sounds good. How to follow, where you at, all that good stuff. And like you told us, you were downtown. So tell us how to follow you, how to find you, and all that good stuff.
So I am on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Warrior Defenders. My website is warriordefenders.com. That'll get you to all my social media sites, warriordefenders.com. And to register for classes, there's a link right up there to my phone number. Reach out to me if you need anything. I'm here to help us have a safer tomorrow.
Sounds good, guys. We'll have Holly again next month for the second Friday of the month. Stay tuned. We got an SEC report on the way, and we'll close out the show right after this. So don't move away from that radio dial. You're inside RyanORadio Penitentiary, and we're going to let you out on good behavior, Holly.
Thank you, Ryan.
All right. Back here in a moment, more RyanORadio Penitentiary on 99.1 FM WQEE The Key. We're on YouTube. We're everywhere you need to be to download, so stay right there. Back in a moment. All right, guys, thank you. We'll be back in a moment to close out. That's a good program, says Cher.
Thank you.
She says thank you.
I'm glad I could be here today.
Hello, everyone. This is DJ Commando of a 45's Affair radio show where I play all vinyl 45s. You're listening to WQEE 99.1 FM, Noonan, Georgia.
Hank Arnold here from Kelce the Force. Kelce the Force is Noonan's own addiction recovery support center. We exist to provide recovery support services to individuals and family members.
You got everything, everything.
All of our information is on our website at www.kelcetheforce.org. Follow us on Facebook.
Hello, I'm Pina Payne with Contour Mortgage, and we're so excited. We have just moved to this new company, and we are located at 560 Noonan Crossing Bypass in Noonan, next to Art and Jake's. And we have some great products. Our interest rates are better than any other companies, and we also have some great products for the VA. We can do a better deal for you with fees than any other company. We have a lot of different kind of programs.
Wishbone Fried Chicken is back in a brand new location. 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Noonan. Same great taste, the best chicken around. Fish dinners, open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 4
Hey,
p.m.
good morning.
It's Wishbone Fried Chicken right next door
Yeah.
to the former location. Bringing you the
Just,
best chicken around.
yeah.
So
You started it.
great. Wishbone Fried Chicken, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Noonan.
Yes.
You what? Yeah, don't do that. Thank you for the information, Warrior Defender, says Pete Davis.
You're welcome.
She says, you're welcome. Pete says, what do you want for dinner? He didn't say that.
Oh, I don't know.
Still haven't found out if Anna Marie won the chili cook-off.
Yeah. I'm sure she did, and she's probably celebrating.
Well, if she did, and her husband was sleeping on the couch and eating it for the rest of the month, since it was at his job.
Right, I'm going to clear out.
All right.
Thank you for having me today.
No problem.
Say goodbye, Freddie.
Bye, Freddie.
Now, it's interesting, because I'm a Marine carrying him out down the street.
Right.
Get all kinds of looks.
Body slamming like a wrestler.
Yup. Take care, Ryan. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
BP, Chevron, ExxonMobil, and Shell returned to shareholders over $111 billion.
We'll close out, guys, after the break. She will be back. Yes, guys. Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. What's up, sports nuts, inmates, and more? We're going to let Holly out on good behavior. Have her back again next month. Coming up on Monday, we'll have Coach Tommy Lewis joins us. He'll talk a little bit of Super Bowl with us. Coming up on Tuesday, Shane B will join us with movie reviews, as well as Richard Holders from the Sports Beat in the second period of play. And Wednesday, we'll have a very special, weird Wednesday edition of your show. May have a special guest there. And Elizabeth Sorrells, True Crime Thursday next week, joins us for another unsolved homicide in small town, USA. So get ready for that. That's all next week. We'll talk about Super Bowl Monday, get you ready for that and everything. Get you a wrestling wrap-up on Wednesday. And, of course, never thought I'd see The Rock being booed, but yes, he was booed, and he smacked Cody Rhodes in the face. You just can't mess with an Atlanta boy because, you know, Cody's from Atlanta. There you go. That's the problem. You just can't mess with us in Georgia. All right, stay tuned. Coming up, following us this morning, We're going to have House of Light Presents Wisdom Cafe, and following that will be Lyrical Wisdom. And then at 11:30 this morning Eastern Standard Time, you can join Hope, Healing, and Inspiration with Trish and Railroad Music. Noon to 5 p.m. today is our Sports Beat Football Friday shows. Join Rod Peterson. He's live from Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas, bringing you the Super Bowl Shuffle. He's going to be there from 12 to 2 today. 2 to 3 p.m. is the Sports Beat with Richard Holdridge, and 3 to 5 p.m. Braves Country Radio with Matt McGee and the Armchair Quarterbacks. Guys, you have a great weekend. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. We're going to do the SEC report so we can get prepared for our next show. You guys stay tuned. We'll see you back here on Monday. Peace, love, respect. I'm out of here. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night. And thank all of you guys worldwide for tuning in from Australia all the way to the UK and right here in America. You guys stay tuned. Take care of one another. Share. We'll see you next week. Oh, put on Black Allen, good morning. There you go. Yes, brother. We can put one of those shirts on, no problem. Pete, thank you guys. Everybody, we appreciate all of you wonderful folks. Have a great day. Peace, love, respect. I'm out of here. See you on the flip side. Have a great weekend. Oh, you're out on good behavior. Don't make me come get you. All right, guys. We're going to come off. We'll see you again on Monday. You have a great day. I wear one of those shirts, brother, no problem. It's all about love here. You just don't know about that. Real news and real sports. All right. Like, subscribe to the radio station page, and check out all our programs. You guys have a great day.